It
your
was
head.
a wish list. You know how you get that? You remember when you get the Sears catalog book like years ago?
Yep.
You're listening to the Draft in Hand podcast with your hosts, Greg, Ian, and Mark.
Boys, take off your hats. Take off your gloves.
I got my headphones on. I can't take my hat off.
Pull down your pants.
Why?
We're checking for foreign substances.
Oh, like what?
Everything.
Marijuana.
You mean the sticky stuff?
Hide that there.
Tried cum.
You looking for the sticky stuff?
Pull the black light out.
Uh-oh.
Umpires are getting these guys to do a little dance or something as they come off the player mound, or what's going on? It's a new thing. It's a new thing.
Trying to throw the pitcher off. So here, he's got that sticky stuff on his hand. What's it called? Did you see in MLB they put it in the game as a friggin' diamond card?
No.
What's it called?
I forget. It's the stickum, the sticky. Like I don't know.
What color is it?
It's like an upgrade.
I don't know.
What color is it in real life? IRL?
Yeah.
It's like brown.
It's
I
like
think.
pine tar almost.
Yeah, basically.
But for your hand.
Yeah.
Well, it's the same thing you use on a bat, right?
Take them off.
Basically, it's the same thing, yeah. So anyways, just take off your clothes. I think after every inning, everybody should have their clothes washed. I think it'd be a great sponsorship thing for Tide or whoever, Bounce or whoever the shit. And then they have to have like their stuff washed and dried in between innings.
They're gonna have to take them for like a strip search in the back, like airport security, anal cavity, and everything.
How do you know that? How do you know they're doing a good job though, man?
Exactly. You don't.
You got to do it in front of all the fans because that's what they want to see.
I don't want to see that.
No, I know.
You know what I thought was almost funnier than Scherzer almost ripping his pants off because he was checked for like the third time in the game was the fact that DeGrom was the first pitcher to be friggin' checked for having the substance, and he's just laughing at the umpire like the whole time he's checking him.
Is he checking because the ump thinks it, or
no? It's the coach.
It's the other
it's
coach.
On the other team's coach.
It's just like, this guy's too good. This can't happen.
Yeah, that's literally it. And I just seem it's so petty.
Well, it was Ray the other night that got checked.
They all get checked though. Everybody does.
No.
They have to now. So it's the rules. It's not like it's like, hey,
Robbie
check
Ray
that
had
guy.
a damn good outing.
So
too.
you just wait for after the first inning then,
Yeah, basically.
and then use it.
Yeah. Okay, let's keep talking about this in a
you
second.
just dip your hand in the bottle of honey when you go back into the
Yeah,
dugout.
he's like,
Nice.
Everybody, today is June 29th. It's a Friday.
I
We're
don't know.
recording on
Check
Friday.
Your phone is in front of you. Just look at it.
Hey,
You literally can click the button on the side and it will
it's the
tell
25th.
you right
It's
now.
nowhere close to the 29th.
29th? The 29th. Listen, I've been out of it for the past
Just
2
click
days.
the
boys.
button on the side.
Ian's already told me it's 25th.
Yeah, but you're so stubborn.
Everybody, this is the Draft and Him podcast. This is the nonsense that you turn into on a weekly basis. If this is what you want, more's probably on the way, to be honest with you.
Yeah, we're
Greg's
bored.
fired up.
We like doing stuff.
Greg hasn't been able to do anything for 2 days. He's so fired up.
I'm Greg. Over there's Ian.
He's like a 4-year-old just ate
That's
like a
Mark.
fucking too much candy right now.
Yeah, there he is. And Jordan, special guest Jordan, back for more.
Back again.
Because he hasn't had enough of this crap, so he's like, yeah, sign me up again.
He likes listening to himself.
No, it's definitely weird.
Yeah, legit. So
weird.
Mark and I have got our 5G doses. We're fully 5G'd.
Fuck you.
In another 12 days, but yeah.
Well, we have we got our second doses earlier this week. And
Yes, we did. Same day.
Same day. Hours apart.
Did you guys hold
Hour
hands?
apart. No, we were an hour apart.
Oh.
No.
Any stickers?
We had different booths too. Mark and I, we talked about it. We had different booths over at Centennial College there. But hey, like you said the first time, great experience. Very positive. Very well organized. I was door to door to my house and back home in just under an hour, which is incredible.
Less.
Wow.
Oh, no, I was probably around... Well, I went straight from work.
Oh, so then you didn't go door to door.
I
But
went
in and out.
My
fast.
my appointment was 4:50. I was in at 4:30, and I was out probably just a little after 5.
Good process. I got a sticker.
Oh, you got one.
I didn't get a
The
sticker.
pink one?
It said
the
like,
fuck?
yeah, it's.
I'll try and get you one whenever I get to get my shot.
My mom
I
didn't
want one
send
for
me
my
either.
hard hat at work.
Yeah, that's the
I
only
can
sticker
give you
I
mine
have
if you
on
want.
Yeah, if you haven't like peeled it
I
yet.
have not. No, I have not.
And
I
if
don't
you have
know
no
what-
intention of like,
I have no
keeping
intention
it
to
as
use
like
it.
a keepsake.
No.
I just want to put it on my hard hat.
I'll give you it for your. That's a better spot than anywhere I can really
Did you at least take a picture of it and put it on like Instagram or whatever?
Oh yeah, I
use?
definitely used a Snapchat of it. I think. Yeah, that's how I activated my 5G.
Activated.
Yeah. Yeah, I tweeted about it. I think on my Twitter, I think I said beep boop satellite emoji. Well, Mark said he had part of the reason I'm so excited, I guess. Mark said he had like pretty much no symptoms.
Yeah, and I had no symptoms.
None.
I got friggin' pretty drunk.
Sore
that
arm.
night.
Yeah, a little bit of sore arm, but he said
You
it
get
was
pretty
nothing.
drunk every night.
That's facts. It's thing. That day of, so I got mine around 3:00, and then that evening I felt fine. Arm was just a little sore, but then I woke up around 6 a.m. the next morning, and I'm pretty sure I woke up because my arm was sore. And then I couldn't get back to sleep, and then it just got worse, and my whole body ached. Basically, exactly what they told you it would be. It's like basically flu symptoms, but
You didn't.
Just
you
your
said you didn't
body
have
hurt.
fever though.
I might have had a slight fever,
Yeah.
but nothing really concerning.
Was it warm those days? I don't remember.
It was cold. That's what actually woke me up too. It was like 10 degrees that morning.
Oh yeah.
And I had my window
Yeah,
wide
I was
open.
outside.
Nice.
I wore long johns 2 days this week at fucking work. First 2 day or second and third day of summer, I wore fucking long johns.
Yeah, so it was Wednesday. then.
22nd, 23rd.
Yeah. Yeah. So I don't know if that helped. Maybe I'm sure the temperature kept it a little under control, but that whole day I was like, I basically couldn't move. I had to keep moving. You guys saw me. I just couldn't stop moving, but everything hurt. It was
that
so
was
weird.
I was like, what the fuck? I've never heard.
Maybe he had some like cocaine in there or something too.
I hope that's it.
You got the bottom of the barrel.
Yeah, I got the last dose of the little
They're like scrape it up.
fuck. But I was starving almost the whole day, which is really weird.
So that's not flu-like at all.
But then I also like just got tired of eating. You know, sometimes you're just like, you're sick and you're like, I'm hungry, but I'm tired of eating.
I just don't want to do
Not really.
anything.
Yeah. So that was
When I have
and then,
a cold, I'm really hungry. But if I have a flu, I just lie in bed.
And then yesterday it was just kind of like a lingering headache all day that kind of got worse as I got tired, went to bed early, woke up this morning on Friday. So basically 2 full days later and still a little bit, but I drank so much water.
You should just drink beer.
No, I didn't want to. Like that's the thing. Like with those headaches, you're right. But with headaches, so you stay away from alcohol, just because that's generally what it's. Despite what this podcast title is.
Like when I got my hangovers, when I start drinking again, that's when I feel better.
Yeah.
So every day.
No, I don't get hungover every day.
Regardless, glad I got my second dose. Like Mark said, it takes like 10 to 14 days for everything to kick in to be fully upgraded. They didn't give me a big announcement like last time. Remember for the first time we got like a sort of announcement? Like a lady came to the front of the crowd of people that were spaced apart and just kind of gave you the here's sort of what to expect.
I didn't have that.
No?
No. I just had like a person come around. You feeling anything? I'm like, no.
No, they did that too.
It's like, all right, what's your time? All right, I'll be back in 5 minutes. And then she just came over with her iPad and clocked me out.
Explained like that's how she told me what.
Oh, they told me. Then they reiterated it the first time. Somebody just came to the front of the half gym.
We didn't have like a
pep talk
sponsor for it.
Yeah, I didn't the second time either, but I got a sticker. So I'll give you the sticker. I'll bring up the sticker.
How'd you guys go to the same place and one got a sticker and one didn't?
My mom didn't get a
Probably
sticker
ran
either. I don't know.
Whoa.
Yeah.
Was it the nurse that gave it to you or who gave it to you? The person that gave you the shot or the person that like checked you out?
The person that came by after.
Did you film the
Dako's got
form
a
out?
crush.
Yeah, I guess so, right?
Did you film that? Like
I did, but it was before I filled the form out.
Oh, I didn't fill the form out.
That's why you didn't get a sticker, Mark.
No, it was before
No,
that.
Greg. If you listen to
Yeah, but
Greg,
they knew he filled it out.
Maybe that's why it was incentive. My mom brought the form home. I'm like, what did you do that for? What are you doing?
You're supposed to she filled it out and brought it home?
No, she just brought out the thing, the blank form, just walked out, which doesn't matter. It was just a survey. It's
you
just
should
like
just make it into a paper airplane. You should just keep it. Frame that
guess.
shit.
You remember like the
It's
question?
like an old newspaper clipping.
yeah, I was like, what's your household
Jordan needs to
income?
study.
I was like, what? I'm like, how am I supposed to know what everybody makes like rough estimate of? I don't know.
Yeah, my parents are retired. I don't know what they make.
All it is it's just a
their pension
demographic
like?
survey, just so they know who's getting vaccinated, I guess, right? Like they just want who's like the ratio of vaccinations so they can target different whatever, I don't know, waste paper, kill trees, etc.
Yeah, exactly. Waste paper at that point.
You know what they didn't do? They did not ask me to pull my pants down, take my hat off, or check for foreign substances on the way into the vaccination clinic.
Well, we went to completely different places.
Yeah.
They did that for you?
Yeah, I got past that.
But you did go to Malvern, so...
Hey. It was fun to be back in Malvern.
Malvern Community Center?
Yep.
I like that place.
It reminded me of the old Viper days there. Mm-hmm. I played there for a year too, so...
Ian,
Yeah.
did you play for the Vipers?
Yeah. 3 of us did.
Yeah. Malvern. Didn't I rant about the Malvern Vipers a few weeks ago?
You might have.
I think I did.
Yeah, you did.
I think I did. I don't even know the context.
Well,
was.
I just remember you ranting.
Mitch Marner played for the Malvern Vipers.
Yes.
He
No.
did.
Did he?
fuck.
Yeah,
Yeah.
for 2 years. Yeah. Yeah.
I think was that on the one that you were just ranting about, like, youth hockey in general?
I was talking about how I stopped a lot of pucks as a little kid because my teams were shit.
Mm-hmm.
And I can't remember where that went, but I'm sure if you listen back, you don't have to. But it was a good rant.
It's about something.
it was a good rant. I'm sure it'll come back to me. I can't remember. I was on some sort of soapbox. What do you guys think about this thing? So, okay, here's what I think about this.
don't know. Talk about
the
it.
checks, the things. I think it's fine that it's systematic. It's fine that they're checking for something and they're being fair. I think it's a little ridiculous. The thing with Scherzer this week was because the manager for the Angels, was it? What's his name? I can picture his face.
It doesn't matter.
The guy.
Yeah. Gee.
Yeah. Girardi?
Yes.
Just so, I think it is. So he asked continuously every inning. So it was like it wasn't on the first one he overreacted or the second time he was
It was
checked.
every inning.
It was that fact that he was continuously being asked. So that got a little ridiculous. And somebody on I think it was the Twitter, because probably somebody came up with the idea, hey, why don't, if the coaches ask for a check and it turns out negative, why don't you just sort of start punishing the coaches the same way that the NHL punishes for a false coaches challenge?
Batter gets to start the count with 2 balls or something.
Like a ball or something. Yeah, just something like that. Or like you're allowed like 1, because you're allowed to check. That's fair. That's part of the rules. But like if you continuously, it's like delay of game basically.
You're trying to get him off his like.
It's
rhythm.
not really.
Yeah,
delay
they're
of
trying to
game,
make the
but-
game shorter, and this just
Yeah,
prolongs it.
they're trying to make the game less asinine too, and this literally makes it a farce. You're gonna have a highlight reel full of guys pulling down their pants.
Pitchers
Well, what do you
laughing
think the
at
count
umpires'
is?
faces
Yeah.
and other teams' coaches' faces.
Yeah,
And you know
I
what I'm
guess.
getting? Like, they're pros, man. If I'm a pitcher and like the other team's coach is doing this to me, you're gonna get balls thrown at people now too.
Oh,
Because I don't have the
Trust
sticky
me,
stuff
because I
in
don't
my
have the
hands.
stuff,
Yeah, I don't.
You know,
No. You're gonna see balls thrown at guys purposely.
which I
because
don't think is right, but I don't think you're wrong.
I don't think it's right, but I
Yeah.
don't think I'm wrong either.
No, you think it's more possible, yeah.
Yeah, like if you pissed off a pitcher, man, they're fucking fragile.
Emotionally.
Yeah.
So, I don't know why they don't just let them use it. It's like fucking stick wax for your hockey stick.
Or
It's the same kind of thing.
Are they allowed to use wax in the NHL? Is that a thing?
Are they not?
I don't know.
I'm sure they are.
Maybe.
All it does is like keep the ice off your
Moisture.
tape.
No, it
Yeah.
allows you to like just pick. up
Not
the puck.
really.
Ian,
Unless you
seen
put
me
a
with
lot
my
of
stuff
it.
on the back
Ian.
of my stick with my stick turned around.
Well,
it.
Jordan,
Like,
so-
This stuff
defying
allows
gravity.
guys to throw the ball a lot harder and make the ball break a lot
Yeah,
more.
than like stick wax does.
And are they
Yeah.
just trying to do that so there's more scoring, or like they're trying to stop it so there's more scoring in games, so it's more entertaining?
No, because
Because you still got to throw the pitch.
Yes,
yeah,
that's
but
true.
the batter and pitcher should be at the same fair advantage.
They use pine tar on their bats.
because you literally can't hold on to a bat if you're swinging it against like a pitch that fast.
Well, that's your fault. Maybe you should hold the bat tighter.
Practice your grip strength.
Maybe you should play baseball a little more growing up.
Maybe you should have been better at
Why
baseball
don't they
growing
switch
up.
to like NFL receiver gloves, like the really grippy ones?
That's a fair point. Yeah, you could wear shit on your hands. But those aren't foreign substances. I don't think.
Imagine a pitcher wearing a glove.
Like, but you're also
pitching
like
glove?
doctoring a pitch. You're just swinging a bat.
I understand what you're saying. Like the part of the bat that you're holding isn't coming in contact with the ball.
Yeah.
So you're not putting the pine tar in play. You're not putting the sticky stuff in play.
No, but it's
That's what
letting
Mark's
them
saying.
swing that much harder.
Yeah, I completely understand where you're coming from. Is like,
Yeah,
if they
you're
can't hang
also
on to the bat,
correct.
you should not be swinging the bat so hard, guys. It's like, well, how am I going to hit a home run? Well,
What
it's
was
like-
it? Encarnacion throwing them into the stands all the time.
Yeah,
that was-
and the same
that was a
argument
pandemic
goes
on its
for
own.
pitchers too, which I've heard that's been used is that they have more control. And if you have more control with a baseball, there's going to be less batters hit.
Safety.
Yeah, you're correct too about it. Like they
Yeah.
use it for more safety as well, because nobody needs a bat thrown at somebody
in the
because they
stands.
can't hold on to it, or a catcher doesn't need a bat like
Landing in their lap.
landing on their lap from an overswing.
Smoking them in the head.
Yeah, or a fan doesn't need to be accidentally hit.
Well, they have netting up at
I know
most
they have netting
places
now, but I'm just speaking from.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, of course. So what's the solution here?
I don't know.
I don't care.
I don't
I don't think fans do either, to be honest. I really don't think fans care that much.
I don't think there is a solution. If you're just gonna make it a concrete rule, just make it a concrete rule, and in 5 years we're gonna forget about it.
I think you're absolutely. This is going to be the thing that people in a year, maybe even in the playoffs from now,
And also, it's
they're
baseball.
like, what the shit were we doing back then?
It's baseball. They're gonna just find something else.
You're right. So, one, I was going to ask you, Mark. You were talking about the players being thrown at because coaches are being dumb. Do you think how does this compare to the swinging on 3 balls? How does a 3-0 count and swinging for the fences, is that worse than a coach continuously asking to have a player checked for foreign substances?
Yes, because coach versus player, a coach trying to show up a player is a lot more like not.
It's
cool.
not between the game. It's not between the lines.
Yeah.
Okay.
Than a player just crushing a ball
Right. So
on a nothing like.
Yeah.
Like,
so the guy
and
earned the 3-0 count.
Also to this too, Max Scherzer is one of the best pitchers in the game. This coach is clearly trying to show him up.
Or catch him off guard, or
when he's trying to do it every inning, he's trying to show him up.
Yeah, I don't know if he's trying to show him up though. I don't know if that's how I'd put it. I kind of see what you're saying.
That's how the pitcher's gonna feel.
It's abuse of the rule.
The guy's trying.
It is. You're right.
The guy's trying to kill his ego. The guy's trying to make him.
He's trying to
show him that he's not as good as a pitcher without the sticky stuff.
He's also getting it in his head
Yeah.
too. He's trying to throw him off his game.
Exactly, and
It's
I
like,
don't think
all
that's
right.
cool. And when a pitcher reaches a point where you're getting pissed off like that, like he's gonna take it out on your players.
Probably your best player too.
Like hitting a home run on a 3-0 and in a blowout game is just like, yeah, the guy, your team shouldn't have been in that situation. But when your coach is like trying to show up the pitcher continuously, that's when you're kind of like, hey, that's not cool.
Yeah. I don't like the term show up the pitcher, but I know what you mean. I would phrase it slightly differently. I can't, those words don't come to my
Make him look
to
less
mind.
good. He's trying to make him look less good.
They're trying to impact the game without like
Yeah.
a 3-0 count. A guy can earn a 3-0 count.
A lot of guys are in 3-0 counts.
Yeah.
Watch Vladdy bat.
Yeah. Whereas guy could just come off the bench. And I don't understand why he was so upset about it too. Like the guy was like so animated. Oh my gosh. Whoever, we could just Google it.
Oh, the manager?
Yeah, he was just so animated about it too.
I feel like at that point it's just like, all right, bud, you've had enough. Stay in your dugout for the rest of the game. I don't want to hear another word.
I
or
think
else
he
you're
got
going
tossed. I'm pretty sure he got tossed.
Yeah, it's just like you're basically slowing down the game as well. It's like
And MLB is trying to speed it up.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. So, and there have been highlights, and I was watching the Jays games over the past couple nights, and you did see the guys, the umpires are trying to be lighthearted about it. Like they know it sucks too. Like that's the thing. As an umpire, Mark, you've umpired. Wouldn't it suck having to do that?
Man, do you know how much it sucks as an umpire when you have a coach who's just nagging on all the rules? It ruins the pace of play. The players fucking hate it.
Yeah.
Because like everybody's tempos are off. Like, and as an umpire, like I'm not gonna lie, your strike zone honestly becomes smaller.
Yeah. You don't reward the assholes.
No, you don't.
And you don't want it to affect the game and affect, like you say, between the lines. But it's like, dude, you're not helping your case. This like
You're literally slowing the game down for a nothing cause right now.
Yeah.
Are players allowed to tape their hands?
Yeah.
Yeah.
As long as it's not the pitcher's throwing hand, I believe.
Yeah.
Is the
Pitcher has to
rule.
deal with it if he's pitching.
Yeah.
And
was
then if he's
wondering for
bleeding,
injuries.
he can't throw.
Yeah, I
if he's
remember that-
bleeding. Trevor Bauer, he cut himself on his fucking drone.
On playing with his drone, and then he was dripping.
As one does. I feel like we've all been there once in a while. Just, our drone cut us.
Yeah, I don't have a drone.
Yeah.
Oh, no? Well,
No.
the three of us, we're in the drone club.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Gay.
Loser.
Like, if the coach is gonna be that anal about checking all the time, then like when the pitcher runs out between every inning before he starts his warm up, he just has to walk by the whatever umpire and just be like, "Hey man, hands." Like, it's not hard. That won't take any time out of the game. But after that point, you're not allowed to check the pitcher. So if he's hiding it, then tip the cap to the pitcher, man.
I got it.
I don't know why they
It's just like a free rule.
Wouldn't they be able to check the ball?
Ian,
If the ball's over the fence, no.
Ian,
But
What?
you're 100% correct.
Like just like
That was my
guy
next
pitches.
point.
It's like, hey catcher, let me see that ball.
Well,
All right.
The league has also
Let me
been taking,
smell it.
When
the
he
league
asks
has
for
also
a
been
new
taking
ball.
balls in to look for the residue of the shit as well.
they're taking it to the
God.
forensic
Yeah,
scientists.
they did that before they started this rule.
You're gonna have like a swab team start coming out and like swabbing stuff.
But
and
how hard is
How
it?
far do
Take
you
it
have
to
to jam
see
the swab up the nose of the ball to get the right
take it
test
to
done?
like CSI Miami?
No, like seriously, how hard is it? Or just to hire another umpire just to check the pitcher before he comes out on the field?
I got it, though. I got it.
Yeah, right before he comes out.
Instead of a quiet room, they have a little spot at the end of the dugout that it's going to be completely white, and that's where the pitcher has to sit.
Yeah.
And they have to have somebody watch him the whole time.
And there's a curtain.
There's
for
a
when he
guy.
does have to,
There's a guy sitting right in front of
Yeah.
him, back facing the field.
Yep.
That'd
Just
be
staring at him.
Just staring at him. Just making sure. Making sure. Hey, that Gatorade? I got to check that Gatorade bottle.
No,
You
but
picking
that's
your
it.
nose?
That's
What's
all,
in your nose? Let me see.
But that's literally
You don't
all it
look
takes
okay.
to make it efficient.
That's what I'm saying. I'm joking because that would be the most
No,
efficient
exactly.
thing.
I know.
Or like everything that he takes into his little bubble before the game is checked, so he can then have his seeds. He can have his little double bubble or whatever the shit they eat. They drink, and they need like
it's
50 of
not
those because
hard.
the thing lasts like three chews. Double bubble. It's the
Like
best.
the
for three
MLB didn't
chews. and it's
hire
gone.
the right people to play.
Big league chew.
Ooh, big league chew.
Then they got to do the same with the the bullpen. But whatever, they're quarantined anyway.
Yeah, but
They're like in a giant bathtub out there,
Yeah, they just send a guy out there.
just white. They got to make sure no foreign substances. Just make sure it's pristine.
Black light on him all the
Black
time.
light, like that giant Ziploc thing from E.T. and those other alien movies.
Yeah, I don't remember.
I don't know. I didn't ever like that movie, but I remember they had that giant like hazmat stuff.
Oh, like the hazmat zone.
Yeah, exactly.
Like the
That's exactly what I'm
bubble
talking about.
Yeah, I understand what you're talking about.
We're watching it. We got the Jays game on here. Manoah sprints off the mound before they can check him.
No, it's the end of the bottom of 2.
I think he just struck out the side after having a pretty tough first inning.
He's had a tough few starts since
He's
his
pretty
big one,
wild.
eh? Yeah, well, that's how he is though. This is his first game back from suspension.
So yeah,
What
what,
a goon!
yeah, and he's playing the same team.
Oh,
Really?
What do,
Yeah.
what do you think about
Orioles,
that?
yeah.
You think that was on purpose?
Oh yeah.
I saw it.
that the hit by I don't know. You can never guess. You can never. You never know what
think
the
it was?
intent is. Mark, you think it was intentional?
I don't. The only thing is
I'm not gonna
I've
argue either
seen,
way.
I've seen his 2-seam fastball go to the exact same location because it's a wild pitch,
Yeah.
and guy just happened to be standing there.
Miss pitch.
Yeah.
What do you think, Mark?
He's a wild pitcher.
Intentional or no?
He's a wild pitcher, but there's a difference from being wild and knowing you're throwing at a guy.
Yeah, that's true.
right,
well,
Jordan.
he did walk into off the mound and like was yapping at him.
Break the tie. Was it intentional or not?
I don't know.
Don't sell the fence here. I'm the one sitting on the
Let
fence.
me just be Humpty Dumpty for a second. Like, just
All right, which way-
Fall off.
What way am I gonna fall and break? I don't know.
Like after
If you don't have an opinion, then
I
it's
can't
hard.
throw a ball that fast, so I don't know if that's like human error. He's like, fuck this guy. Like,
Yeah, maybe he said something bad about his mother.
yeah, exactly. You never know what happened. Maybe he like was pointing his pinky at him, telling him he's got a small pecker or something. I don't know.
Who knows? I wasn't watching the game. I saw the replay, but it's impossible.
It's
to know
hard to
intent.
judge.
Was that
Yeah.
the game they came back and got 6 in the 9th as well?
Yep.
Yes.
Yeah.
It what that.
They won 10-7 or something.
That was after the Jays lost 18 games in a row. Not
Oh, wait,
actually, but
we-
almost.
By the way,
when Charlie Montoyo should have been fired?
we
Yeah.
we talked about this last week.
Yeah.
I just remembered that.
Right.
Wait, how many of the Jays won in a row right now?
5. As of
And then
June
has there any-
29th,
has there
as of
any
today's
been-
date, it's the
Has there
25th,
been
the
any
25th. It's gonna be
Charlie
out again.
Montoyo should be fired fucking rants this week?
no.
Yeah.
You know what I've seen a lot more?
It's
Romano
amazing.
closing.
No, that's true.
When they were losing, it was Dolis, and now Dolis is injured.
It's so funny how. Oh my god.
I'm proud that we called it though.
Oh, it's fucking hilarious that we called it.
I'm proud that we called it.
Win 5 in a row. There's not a single peep about it on like the radio or anything.
No, not a peep. Somebody mentioned it was one of the guys of the broadcast, either Tabler or Campbell or somebody. Somebody suggested it's like, you know what? Maybe all the Jays needed was just a nice little bench clearing. Nope, no punches, but just a nice little team bench clearing.
Team stand up.
Yeah, like maybe.
Oh, that was a good one.
Yeah.
You know, a good team stand up. Little, hey, how you doing? Hey, what's going on? Hey, little exchange of phone numbers.
You know, y'all have each other's back.
Yeah.
They just showed the play where Vladdy picked up the guy and like just bear hugged him and walked him towards his dugout.
Called him son.
You're not that guy.
Yeah.
Get out of here.
Yeah.
I wouldn't fuck with Vladdy either. The guy's got 2 daughters too.
He's huge.
Yeah.
He's got dad strength at like 22.
However old he
Dad
is.
strength. Yeah, you're
Yeah.
right. Yeah. The mama bear strength.
It's like your 5G.
He's showing it off this year
happens.
too.
Well, yeah, and it's like now it's just muscle. There's no fat
it
left.
Sucks he's not going
Same
doing
amount
the
of
home run
muscle.
derby this year.
True. I was going to ask about that. I didn't have it written down, but I'm glad you brought it up because you said, I mean, I asked you off the top of your head.
It was a wish list. You know how you get that? You remember when you get the Sears catalog book like years ago?
Yep.
And then you make your like Christmas wish list. Well,
Yo,
like,
you blew all sorts of like Gen Z minds. Like, what? So hold on. The Sears catalog. First of all, Sears was a store.
oh yeah, Sears doesn't exist anymore.
Sears doesn't exist, but Sears used to be like a pretty good department store. Pretty,
But
it was like
they used to be
Walmart,
one of the
except
best-
upper class.
You could buy
slant.
washers and dryers.
Yeah, what? Can you do that at
Dude, they're
Walmart?
I don't. Well, maybe now.
I think you can buy everything at Walmart.
Not
Yeah,
back
but,
then.
but
They had a
basically,
whole like contracting like section and everything when they first started. They
Yep.
had, like
Oh, it's Sears?
yeah.
Yeah, I remember that.
So if you had purchased something through the Sears catalog in the previous like 3 years or 5 years or something, you got this thick, like I don't know how
Christmas book.
it was like,
It was like a friggin' Lord of the Rings book, thick of friggin'.
and it had everything in there. Like Ian said, fridges, and you had the dad section with saws, and then you had like
Yeah.
a toy section.
And then
Yeah.
you right in the back. I would go right back there.
Yeah, that's all you wanted it for.
The toy section.
You just like looking at the pictures too. You're like,
Yeah.
oh, that looks fucking cool.
Yeah.
I want that one. And then I didn't actually want it at all. Or if I got it, I wouldn't play with it. It's
No.
like, this is sucks. I'm a spoiled brat.
Factual.
No, I remember when I was a kid, you'd make your Christmas list for Santa or whatever, and I'd write down exactly what the thing was in the Sears catalog.
like the
the
product
page.
number and
Yeah,
everything.
yeah.
On page this, price. The blue one, not the black one.
Yeah.
yeah,
Fuck that one.
basically.
So that.
Don't give me the wrong color.
The Sears catalog. Oh my god, that's a throw. Yeah, so it came to everyone's door, and like end of.
October?
I was gonna
like,
say
right after Halloween.
Yeah, it was like right after Halloween because you have to order shit because shit didn't come in the next day or two. Amazon didn't exist back then.
No,
it was a
just a
bookstore in
Sears
its
truck.
infancy. And if you bought shares of Amazon back then, you are retired now.
Probably.
Oh, you're retired twice. Your family's retired
But
twice.
Can't remember that.
so you could order the shit from the catalog or pick the stuff up in store, but you could never find it in store because you'd have to like. But at the same time, it kind of gave your parents a general idea of what.
I feel like Sears didn't have a good stock, especially of toys when you actually went. Toys R Us was the shit to walk into back then.
Even Walmart, because you knew where that was. Like you knew where the toy section was. It was never as good as the Sears.
I tried to get all three into the
Sears.
fucking thing like a bowling pin.
I just remember there was one at Pickering.
Pickering Town Center, Scarborough Town Center. You know. Fuck, that's a throwback. So sorry, that was Mark's wish list of guys to hit at the Derbs.
Yeah. Vladdy was one of them.
Vladdy, of course. And Vladdy was in the thing last year, but not an all-star.
No, it would be 2
ago.
years ago.
Right. They didn't do it last year.
Yeah, where he hit like that 40, 30 or something. Just bombshell.
He was a finalist?
Yeah, like
He lost in the finals.
Right.
He blew his load too early.
I
Yeah.
understand. Do we know
Oh, that wasn't as good as Ian's.
do we know why he said no? Or did he just
He just wants to play he wants to be able to stay healthy for the full season.
fair?
Yeah, well, with the season he has going right now, right?
Yeah, that's respectable. Because there is some evidence to prove that guys do tend to slump after doing the home run derby just because it affects their swing or
I feel like you're
stuff.
overswinging so much that
You might pull something.
Too many big cuts.
It's very easy to pull something.
Too many big cuts.
And maybe he might have something lingering right now, and that's why he doesn't want to go.
sure.
Day
And
off.
nothing wrong with that, man.
And if he does have something lingering and he's still fucking raking.
Is he still leading all three categories? Do we know?
No, I don't think he's leading all three. But
No,
he's
he's behind
very
on
close.
average. He's leading home runs and RBIs, though.
In
He
the
is
American
on
League?
it.
Yep.
Yeah.
Oh, fuck. What's he?
He's-
How far is he back on average?
Like point. Oh, wow. Brantley's up there. Brantley's got a 355. Guerrero's got a 338.
Brantley hasn't played that many. Brantley hasn't played nearly as many games as Guerrero, though.
Yeah, but Guerrero's up 1 home run on Ohtani and 1 RBI on Devers.
How about Ohtani, though? The only other guy. He's the only guy who's confirmed for the home run
Confirmed.
derby.
Yeah, good for him. Good for him. That's sick. That's awesome.
Dude, Babe Ruth shit.
He's
Dude might have
insane.
40 home runs and a friggin' sub-3 ERA.
Yeah, that's wild.
That is silly, man. In this time of age of baseball,
You know, like, okay,
it's insane to be good at one thing at baseball, but to be good at both of the most important things,
yeah,
not good, great,
like borderline
elite,
phenomenal.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Well, he's elite at hitting.
Like I just want to like, is that like being a multi-sport athlete? Are there, because the positions are that different? Like it's so specific now.
I wouldn't say you're
It's not multi-sport, but like, yeah.
you're
Almost.
incorrect because it's the same sport, but I wouldn't say you're wrong.
No, I'm not. Yeah,
No,
You're not wrong.
yeah, not. But it's not.
But you're not right.
I was
Yeah.
gonna say if you present a good argument, I would like you're not wrong.
It kind of is a different part of the game.
Oh, it's completely different. It's like it's like in football, being a defensive player and an offensive player. They're two completely different sides of the game.
Mm-hmm. But even then, it's more like
That's more interchangeable in my mind.
I would say it's
a
more
lot. No,
interchangeable.
it
It'd
is
be like quarterback and like a wide receiver.
interchangeable.
Like, you're not going to have
No,
a
even then.
shortstop
But imagine-
turn into a
imagine-
pitcher.
Right.
Imagine if you had a quarterback that was your free safety as well.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. That's a better. Or in hockey, imagine a goalie and a winger.
Like your backup goalie, he just like
That'd be fucked.
he just like
Yo,
played
Marc
goalie
Andre
every once in a while.
Fleury sniping on Carey Price.
Yeah.
You'd be like, what the shit?
It's like the one guy.
You had
in
a
your
point per
beer
game
league team.
backup goalie.
David Ayers. There you go. That's what's gonna happen. Oh my god.
Jordan in our last year of house league. Jordan was our backup goalie.
Yeah, for
weren't you our
playoffs.
leading scorer?
For house league.
Yeah. But like we were already guaranteed to the finals, and it was like we had 3 games to go, and I was like, all right, you wanna play out? I'll play goal.
Give me them pads.
I think who was it who turned around and took a slap shot at me? I think it was
Mitchie Clark.
Yeah, it was Mitchie Clark.
Was he on your team?
Yeah, he's on
Yeah,
my team.
we had a
he like
big
broke
lead.
out, stopped at the blue line, and just took a slap shot, and I just moved. Just let it go in the net, and like I think I only let in like 2 goals, maybe 1 at that point. Like,
It was
we were killing
fuck-
them.
We
like,
we were killing them.
it just wasn't fair.
Wow.
It was
But
fucking
also,
hilarious.
I think Papadakis was in at the other end one of the games too. So it was another player playing goalie on the other side. We just thought it was funny because they were already out.
Oh, okay. Well,
Story
those
time.
were the days.
Oh fuck.
All right, let's get to your list. You
Hold
haven't
on.
even started.
Hold on. No, some of this stuff I've been
Okay.
transitioning really well. Okay, so one I was speaking of vaccine, on the way to the vaccine appointment,
Transition.
I was listening to the Jays guys talking about and arguing hilariously, and they admitted that there's no wrong answer, but what is the Jays' top 5 in the batting order now that Springer's back?
Springer.
I don't know.
Guerrero. Hernandez.
Springer said he doesn't want to be
Bichette.
the top.
Seaman.
They're basically
Semyon,
like,
yeah.
so it's, what is it now? Semyon, Bichette, Guerrero, Teoscar Hernandez, and then Springer's 5.
That's 5. Sure.
But
That's
they're-
it.
But so that was this was right before he came back, and they hadn't announced where in the order he'd be. So like, do you put him lead off? They're like, well, you can't really put him lead off because Simeon's killing it.
No, Springer told Montoyo he doesn't want to disrupt the top of the order.
I like that from Springer.
yeah.
I like that. Team guy, team player. Team
Yeah.
player. Good for him.
He also
He's,
just hit a
he's
jack
at
in
every
his
game. He's seeing what's happening.
Yeah,
100%.
Springer told Montoyo he doesn't want to disrupt what's going on at the top of the order.
You know, that kind of is a bad thing at the same time because, like, hey, I know if I fuck up, George Springer's probably taking my spot as Semyon or
That's
like
okay.
Bichette. Or...
I want that.
That's a good thing, though.
Healthy competition.
But
like
also,
that.
it's a damn good thing you have George Springer fucking batting 5.
I like that.
And then you still have Randall Gerchuk and fucking
Randall.
Gary L.
In my opinion, that's healthy competition. That's like 2 backup goalies that are like playing for each other.
Yeah.
I just wish we had a better catcher.
Exactly like
Well, Jansen and Kirk are both hurt.
Yeah, that's what I mean.
like the Golden Knights. Like a
McGuire's
good
playing.
goalie tandem.
He's
He's
hitting
not too
pretty
bad.
good. He's hitting good. He's doing his part with the bat.
Sorry, who's this?
McGuire.
Yes. Yeah.
He's doing his part with the bat.
Yeah. Gurriel, you mentioned Ian of the Grand
he
Slam.
reached for that.
Yeah.
The Grand Slam.
Oh
The other
my
day.
goodness, Springer.
Yep. No one
his
can
first
see what
dinger.
you're looking at, Mark.
He friggin' the pitch was down and away. and
Okay,
he
so
friggin'
George Springer hit a
tugged
home
it.
run, and Mark's going off, not really commentating.
No, he's just
Yeah.
Sorry, George. I didn't realize
Useless.
the home run George Springer hit was down and away, and he tugged it. He tugged it to left field. Mm-hmm. So he pulled it
They also just checked the pitcher for foreign substance.
Yeah, I saw that too.
after he gave up a home run.
Yeah.
Jesus Christ.
They were like, that pitch was too good, but the batter was too good, so we don't know what to do. We're confused.
Oh, I fucking hate this bullshit.
So, top 5 sick, video game team,
Yeah.
and then Grichuk and Gurriel. Mark, who thought Gurriel could be the best hitter on the team,
He's doing pretty good this year.
doing pretty good. Imagine Mark thought the best hitter on the team. He can't even make the top 5, but he's still killing it.
He's still batting like 270.
had a
I
grand
think.
slam the other day. That's how good this
I think
offense
he's-
is.
I think he's batting like 270.
And then the
I got him
8-9
in
guys
fantasy.
are there.
I'll look it up.
Who are you looking up, Ian?
Gurriel.
Gurriel.
He's batting 250 on the season, but he's like 333 in the last week.
He's doing really well.
Yeah, and he was also injured.
Embarrassing how good this offense is.
Yep.
Remember how close the Jays were when they had that big playoff run when all they needed was that like 1 or 2 pitchers that Anthopoulos went out and got
Yeah.
right at the trade deadline.
Price.
And they went on they had 2 11-game win streaks that year.
What was I doing that year? I was not paying attention because that's when I was
I think
traveling
they had 2
across
11-game
Ontario for
win
work.
streaks that year.
And
They had one
I-
early in the season, then one late in the season.
Yeah. I was doing some work stuff that kept me busy. So the only thing we heard about the Jays was 10-game win streak. We're like, what? Crazy. So yeah, good for the Jays. One thing that's fun about a good batting lineup like that is you can sit around a bar, or in this case, a bar,
You'd be entertained.
and you could just put a lineup together just for fun. Some of the most fun I had with let's go with the Leafs for a second, was back when they were just starting to get good. You could just sit at the bar with your buddies and be like, hey, let's put some lines together just for fun.
I remember you and Mark doing that every year in your basement.
Yeah, now we want to get rid of them.
It's so fun. Well, now we only have like 7 guys signed, so you can't really do that. Whereas, and it was also close to the start of the season, but back then it was like, who's Bozak and JVR going to play with? Is it going to be this guy? Or are you going to put Marner with Matthews and Nylander? And I can't remember some of these other names, but back, when Babcock was...
Remember way back, he was like, who's this
coaching.
guy going to play with Robbie Earl?
Jesus Christ.
Clark MacArthur.
Marincham was
But-
still there.
But when the Leafs were just starting to get good, it was fun to look at and sort of with such hope and
It's like
optimism.
early 2010s, right?
No, not that far long ago.
Like 2015.
Yeah, like let's
just
call
before
it Marner
Matthews.
and Matthews' like second season, like first or second.
okay.
season.
So like that's like 3 years ago. Greg.
Exactly. Yes. Yes.
I love their
4
rookie
years
year
ago.
team when they went out and got Brian Boyle.
But that was the team. That's what I mean. It was fun to sit
Yeah.
down and put lines together. And of course,
was Washington,
Babcock
right?
ruined the fun by basically rolling the same lines out every friggin'
Yeah, I'm
game.
gonna have my superstars play 15 minutes in an elimination game in the playoffs.
So what
Smart.
So what I'm getting at is I'm glad Charlie Montoyo is not Mike Babcock and didn't just plug Springer into the top spot, because that's what Babcock would have done.
Yeah,
Realistic.
it's just like
Agreed.
analytics number 1. He's a
not if-
first in the lineup.
No, not
Go.
analytics. I think this.
Yeah,
Well, that's where Springer is always bat, too.
And that's why Babcock would put him there. And that's why we applaud Charlie Montoyo for,
Like,
well, first of all, Springer for being like, hey, and then second of all, Charlie Montoyo being like, okay,
fair.
yeah.
Yeah.
Do you like my analogy,
Oh,
guys?
you can't
Say
get
you
this
like my
guy out.
analogy.
It was
No,
pretty good.
I like
I was
your
about
analogy.
to counter
Thank you.
it, but
Thank
then
you.
I remembered it was a contract holdout. But
Which one was?
Sorry, with like Willie, like when he came back, he's
Nylander.
like, "You play on the fourth line now," and he's like, "What? I can't like do anything with
Yeah, that was
6
a bit-
minutes ice time."
Yeah, that's
four.
true. That's true. They were.
Yeah, and that's when
that's injury
That's when the
over-
Willie train started too.
Yes.
He was like, "Look, you're giving all these guys money." Sorry, not a segue, but
No.
he was like, "I'm just gonna sit out and enjoy my life."
You're right. They didn't just plug him right back into the.
Yeah.
They didn't have Tavares then, did they?
No.
So they didn't have anyone to put with. I don't know. I don't know who Willie was playing with at the time.
Doesn't
Jeez,
matter.
This guy's giving an at bat like I give to you in fucking MLB. Foul,
Again,
foul,
Mark,
foul,
you're talking with
foul,
any context.
Foul.
Terrible context. Okay,
Hey,
are we done with the Jays?
You look at that pretty bird outside. You see it?
Yeah, those are the
That's
worst. The worst
wicked.
podcasts are those exact ones. Yep. Okay, are we done with the Jays and baseball? We've talked about baseball for a long time now. How far into this nonsense are we?
40.
40 minutes. We've only talked baseball. So there's another sport out there.
Hockey.
I was going to say the Toronto
Which one?
Raptors, fourth in the
Oh
draft
yeah,
lottery.
they went up in the draft lottery. Apparently they're gonna get a good player.
Tropic, Michigan, 4th place.
Yep. To the moon.
Fourth place. Good for them. Don't know who's in the draft. Don't know anything about it. Mark, if you have any...
I've heard insight that the top 4 is pretty
Anything
good in the
about it?
draft.
Yeah, you said it was elite
Yeah.
from your sources.
Yeah.
I don't know these sources. I know
Yeah.
the sources, but you know them better than I do.
Yeah, from my couple buddies in my messenger group chat.
Okay.
Apparently, top 4 pretty damn good this year.
So they're excited about the Raptors moving up in the draft lottery.
How many did they move up?
3 spots.
Oh, that's
I think
good.
they're supposed to be 8 or 7.
Yeah, I think I heard that too.
3 or 4.
You can move up to 4? That's
You
weird.
can move up to first.
Well, no, because in the NHL, you can only move to 1, 2, or 3. Like, you can't move up to
Oh, true. Yeah.
4th if
Right.
you're outside of it.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't know how the NBA.
Yeah, that's cool.
I just wanted to pick not hockey to throw you guys off.
All right. Now let's go to hockey.
Okay. Okay.
Sorry, I thought it was cool though that like they had Fred VanVleet like go for them, and he was undrafted. So it's just like it's
Nice.
Oh, he
cool
was there
thing.
to announce
So
it?
Yeah.
Oh, that's dope.
So sorry. What was his? I didn't watch it. Were you paying attention? What was his role, Jordan?
I didn't watch it. I just like read it on like you
Okay.
know,
Okay. Explain it to the
like
the rest of
TSN
us.
social media. Like I like trust them sometimes.
Sometimes.
Not the score.
So instead of their GM being there, he was their representative, or
Yeah.
something like that.
Yeah,
okay,
something like
that's
that,
it.
or via Zoom. I don't know what was going on. I don't know.
I understand.
I
He's
just heard
the
that,
face.
but he was undrafted and he was like there for it. So that's kind of cool.
Yeah. Okay. I got that's cool.
He finally got drafted 4th overall.
Yeah.
Good for
Fourth
him.
place.
Manoa's pitching to this guy right now. I think they're at the 14th pitch in the at bat, and it's a 1-2 count. It's now 2-2.
Okay. Let's go hockey this time.
Yeah.
What's happening in the thing?
Montreal won.
Montreal won.
Fuck them.
Dope. That was last night. Feels like it was a month ago now. I'm over it. No, I'm kidding.
No, that's
What? Your city's not burning?
You know,
One step closer to buying a Corey Perry jersey.
Hey.
Oh, that's true. That's true. Mark with the Corey Perry jersey, as per last week's episode.
You know the worst part about it is
What?
fucking Montreal rioting after they win. What's gonna happen when they lose?
Oh, I said they're Vancouver no
Why do
matter
you think
what.
they're gonna lose?
Yeah.
Win or lose, they're literally going to burn themselves down.
Legit. Okay, so what I have written down on my piece of paper here.
Why
gonna
are
happen
you
if
that
they win?
stupid? Is it because you're French?
I was gonna say,
Vancouver destroyed their city.
I
Yeah,
was
but
gonna
that's
say-
when they lost.
don't turn
Imagine if
into
they
Vancouver.
won.
Rioting and stupidity. I have written down on my sheet. They're literally becoming Vancouver. Montreal, be better, or you're not.
Man, honestly, it's been so long since the pandemic. I don't even care what they did. They get the get out of jail free
No, that's
card today.
stupid. No, they're fucking dumb.
No, you can't be flipping cop cars.
Yeah.
Or just cars
That's
in general.
not safe, Mark. Mark, what does
crazy.
Mark always rant about?
Safety.
and
It's true.
stuff like that.
It's true.
That's not safe, Mark.
Mark,
They got
I hope there's
They
some
gotta get
clear
it-
pictures
get it-
of those
get
people
it.
that did the cop car. I hope they fucking get it.
Oh, I hope.
I hope they get a
I
fucking.
hope they
No, you
all.
get to wear a
I
mask
hope they all
fine.
get like their due. But man, that everybody just deserves a get out of jail free card.
No one deserves a get out of jail free
just to
card.
have fun and do whatever the fuck they want.
No,
Hey, I mean, if
that's
I-
not society, Mark. That's
Hey
the
man,
complete
after
opposite.
COVID, a lot of this shit's gonna happen.
I know.
Oh
Okay,
my God.
Mark, I see what you're saying. It's like there's a lot of
no,
pent up
no,
stuff, but
no,
like,
that's stupid.
don't go looting and
That's a
rioting.
retarded mentality.
That's illegal.
You've seen it in like other sporting
I'm not
events, like
gonna
with the
do
fights.
I know, but like, it's not. I don't. It's still.
I'm gonna avoid.
Then why are
it.
you telling other people to do it?
Yeah.
Telling other people that it's okay to do it. That's just fucking dumb.
Yeah, I don't know. You know it's gonna happen because it's Montreal. Like it's gonna happen.
Saying. You know what's gonna happen.
But like it doesn't make it okay. Montreal, be better, or you're not. So show us what you really are. But at the same, I understand what Mark's saying. There's a lot of pent up emotion.
I did love the massive fan gathering that they had for the game, though.
Yeah.
There's no TVs out there.
Keep it really safe inside, but outside it's a lot.
What were they doing?
COVID.
They were watching it through the bar window.
Were they?
Yes.
They didn't have any TVs
There's
or
not
anything.
like a projector like Maple Leaf Square. Like it's just they were all
Really?
outside the building because they're like, we fucking love hockey, and then people are like watching it through the bar or like on their phone. Like
Really?
Yeah. It was. Yeah.
There's no
it
TVs
wasn't
there.
It wasn't an official thing.
Oh wow, that's
like
fun.
watch
It wasn't
party.
and at the same. I was surprised that they kept the shot on that thing on CBC while they're shooting off fireworks. It's like they're in a crowd shooting off fireworks.
Yeah, that's.
Why was this on a public broadcast? Like, I understand, like...
They also showed John Tavares laying, like, almost dead on the ice.
Sure.
So now he goes back to the
Mark,
fucking safety after he just said that you can fucking blow up cop cars
That's
and stuff.
exactly
like,
why I'm
where
going
we
They
there.
go.
didn't
Here
get
we
blown
go.
up. They just got
Hey, you're
tipped
bringing
over
the
on the
contrast
backside.
up.
But that's what I'm saying. It's like, why are you showing up like fireworks going off in a crowd, and at the same time social gatherings?
As long as there
Mark,
wasn't
are you bipolar?
children around.
No.
Are you sure?
As long as nobody got injured. As long as no one got injured or got COVID, I guess it's okay. But at the same time, it's like, guys, like, chill the fuck out. I mean, I get it. Have a good time.
Yeah, it was crazy. That many people there though without masks. It's like,
Yeah.
what's going on?
Was there? I don't remember there being rioting during the Raptors parade. It was
There was a
pretty-
That's a
there was
parade,
just
though.
there was a shooting.
Gunshot.
There was
But that was,
No.
that was gang related.
Yeah, that was one. It wasn't like you had everybody tearing down signs and people flipping cop cars. There was one, and there was a couple fucking idiots. And in 2.9 million people, there's gonna be a couple fucking idiots that don't represent the rest of society. And I'm not saying the rest of the entire crowd in Montreal, like that entire crowd, 99% of them were probably good. It's just that I don't know what percentage it
Well, let's say
takes to flip a
20,
cop
20
car.
30 people, whatever it was.
Or however many people it takes to flip over a cop car and bring
Could
in
have
fireworks.
been like 5.
Could have been. No, there's not the Hulk.
Those are 5 big people.
5 big people.
You don't think 5 people can flip a car?
I don't know.
Well, there's 4 of us. Let's go get Noah and see if we can flip one of the cars over.
If we have Noah,
if
that's
it's mine,
cheating.
I'll like claim for it. I don't
How
know.
big is the car? 200 pounds each for everybody? It's not, it
Acura?
wouldn't be hard to flip. No, it wouldn't be hard to flip.
I think that would be easy.
5 people? You think we're flipping my car?
Yeah.
Ugh, good luck.
I don't know.
How much does it weigh?
I don't even know.
You just
It
got to get.
seems heavy.
you
It's
just
a
gotta get it
fucking
rocking.
car.
Yeah.
Just got to get it rocking.
I feel like with a dozen people, I think you could
Okay.
really get
Yeah,
it.
Yeah, it's
like
easy.
over 10.
Yeah.
Okay, we'll call it 10.
Yeah. Fair.
Leverage. All you need is leverage.
Yeah. And you get it rocking back and
No
forth.
tools though. Just your human hands. No pry bars.
Didn't you say you flipped a car before?
No.
Oh, who is it that?
Jordan's like,
I literally weigh like 155 pounds.
No,
and
not
I'm
by
wet,
yourself.
Man. Like, what?
Not by yourself.
Jordan, are you a superhero?
Maybe.
Are you the Hulk?
And a Fiat
No.
doesn't count. Or a smart car doesn't count.
I've always wanted to put like a smart car in the back of like a truck. Like just pick
Just
somebody's
drive.
smart car up and,
And
put
then
it in the back of the truck.
someone sitting in the smart car pretending they're driving.
Pick them up
Facing the
as they're
other
coming
way.
in.
Yeah.
Just turn them around.
It's like the old wagon seat, the old seats in the wagon.
Yeah, the back seat.
Yeah,
facing
with the
backwards.
ones that are facing backwards.
The rumble seat. Yeah, that was a thing. Oh my god.
turned to double play, but Baltimore scored.
So the Montreal Canadiens, the juggernaut.
Yeah.
Remember they were the
You mean
juggernaut?
Carey Price?
Remember they were called the Juggernaut.
Shea Weber?
Hey,
Cole
at
Caulfield,
the start of the
Nick
season, before this is pre-Cole Caulfield, they were called the best team in Canada, and then everybody said they were shit because Carey Price was injured and they couldn't score, and they were 4th place, like the Flint Tropics.
I'll say that.
And now Carey Price and Shea Weber and who else on the team now has a chance to go to and play for the Stanley Cup. Well, they are going to play for the Stanley Cup. They are in the Stanley Cup Final now, so I'm happy for those guys.
So am I. They've been a treat to watch, man.
What do y'all think? Chime in.
They've been playing as an actual team.
Yeah,
like
I was just about to
it's
say
not
that.
like when the Leafs were in it, like you had 3 guys getting points. It was like Spezza, Kerfoot, and Nylander. No one else on the team was doing anything. Go to fucking Montreal's team right now. They
Everybody.
probably have like 5 guys with like 5 goals.
Nobody on Montreal has more goals than William Nylander does. There's 2 of them that are tied.
Really?
They've played 2 more series.
So William Nylander.
Fun fact, Jordan. That was cool.
William Nylander has the same number of goals as
He has 5. In the top 2, I think it's Suzuki and
Caulfield.
Probably
No, Caulfield's
Caulfield or
got 4.
Toffoli or Armia.
It was Toffoli. It is Toffoli.
They're but they all have a good amount. Like,
but
even
it's
Biron
spread
scoring.
out. It's all community
You
scoring.
remember?
Everybody's doing
Is Drouin
something.
injured?
Yes.
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 I just forgot he was on that
Oh,
team.
I didn't even think about that. Montreal could be even fucking better.
Yeah.
I just saw a report today. Actually, he's going to be away from the team indefinitely. So just to put away any speculation.
No, he's not injured.
We just forgot about it.
It's a mental health
as a
thing?
person.
I don't know if it's mental health. He's just been away from the team for personal reasons.
Wait, fair enough.
So he could be like alcohol or drugs or something like that.
I'm not speculating.
I like
as soon as
speculating.
somebody says something for personal reasons.
Yeah.
He's pregnant.
That's 9 months, roughly.
I just got an update saying Kucherov's in the game in the lineup tonight.
In the lineup tonight.
Beautiful.
There we go. Okay, we're not
Islanders
there
are
yet. We're
gonna
not there
target
yet.
the shit out
Yeah, I
of them.
know.
We're still talking about the Montreal
Fucking
Canadiens.
pieces of shit.
You know what I've liked? I've
Yeah.
liked I've enjoyed the Philip Danault pizza after the series.
Oh, he gave Caulfield some.
yeah.
this time.
I just thought it's like, you know what, Philip Danault, I didn't really know
That's
who
a
you
thing.
were before.
I like it.
But
He's
I'm like,
a damn good fucking hockey player.
He's a good
I like you because of
two-way
that.
player.
show, a little bit of character, a little
So you're
personality.
saying he's a hockey player, Ian?
Was he in on that Stone trade too?
No. Was he drafted by Montreal? I think he's just a Montreal Canadian.
He's just Montreal Canadian. So you know how they have Biron?
I've heard of him.
Do you know how they got Biron?
Waivers.
Yeah, but some dude on Reddit posted a friggin' made a YouTube video thing of Paul Biron just getting breakaways all the time, and the Montreal Canadiens found this thing on Reddit, and that's why they friggin' got Biron off waivers, because they saw how many breakaways he could get shorthanded and all that shit, like Grabner.
You're trying to say the Buffalo Sabres have hope if they use Reddit as a scouting, as crowdsourced scouting.
Literally, whenever there's on our hockey, whenever there's a Montreal Canadiens post with Paul Biron on it, like the top thing is like whatever, like the
scout's name?
No, the guy who made this clip where Paul Biron was getting breakaways all the time. It's literally the I guess the guy's account's name, because you can at them. They literally at him every time this guy, and it's the top comment like thanks.
Oh,
because they found him he found them for the Montreal Canadiens.
okay.
That's pretty funny.
Yeah.
So somebody out there, some
Literally
Reddit
a
user,
Redditor is the reason Paul Biron is on the Montreal Canadiens.
I like that. That's a cool story.
Yeah.
That's a cool story. Paul Biron, noted leaf killer. Paul Byron.
Who waved him? Who waved him? By the way,
I don't.
I thought it was this.
Montreal also waved him too.
And then they
Was it
just
Sabres? No.
had him.
We could look it up.
I
but
wonder
it's more
if he's
fun
only
we
in the lineup because Druin's not playing. Oh, but like Druin.
maybe. That's a good. But
Druin didn't really play all year, did he?
No,
Not really.
You know who really hasn't done as much as I thought he would is Josh Anderson, though.
Oh wait, you mean
2
those
goals.
2 goals and that overtime goal he scored?
No, but like, yeah, okay, one game.
Yeah, before that, I see what you mean. He didn't score in 24 games or something like that. Then scores
Yeah.
the game-winning goal, an amazing game-winning goal in overtime,
that was beautiful.
which is just, granted, it
Dude.
was the other guy's tap in and knockdown, but it was an incredible goal.
If you had to show a goal to somebody that has never seen hockey before, I would show him that goal. Like the play at the blue line to keep it onside, the knockdown to settle it, and then the pass and the fake.
The
I swear
fake
you
shot
said
was
that
incredible.
about like another goal like last week.
They
That's
also
how
wouldn't
good
know what
hockey
offside
is.
we might be talking about the same goal.
Yeah,
Regardless.
but still, that goal was literally like.
But Ian, I see what you mean. He hasn't. He seems like a guy who could dominate in the playoffs, and he hasn't been a guy that's absolutely dominated.
Well, and he hasn't had to either, though.
I feel
No.
like he hasn't been terrible though. Like,
No, I
he's
I
had
didn't
a
say
lot
he's
of
been
good
bad.
driving the net plays, like, and just
I just
finishing his
honestly-
checks, doing what he's got to do.
I just thought he would be better.
More effective?
Yeah.
Yeah, I agree.
He's like the forward version of Brody. Like you just kind of
Who
don't
scored
notice him
that?
sometimes.
Here's Vladdy hitting a home run. Who scored that game-winning goal last night?
It was
Lehkonen or whatever his name is.
Yeah,
Yeah, Lehkonen.
Somebody said that was that line's first goal in that series.
it could have been.
Well, the biggest goal of the playoffs for them then.
That's the third line.
Man, with Montreal, I don't know what the lines are.
Well, their fourth line is
Which
like
is a good
one of their
thing,
best
but-
lines, I think.
That was
Yeah.
a nice goal too.
But I thought it was like the only goal that line had. It wasn't a high scoring.
The Gallagher line didn't have a goal that whole series.
Yeah, so it might have been that line.
Yeah,
might have been. I don't
Gallagher
know.
assisted it.
Yeah.
There you go. So yeah,
He
that's
picked up
it.
the puck
Is
before
that-
celebrating.
Is that Danault as well on that line?
Yeah,
Maybe.
Fuck.
Yeah, I don't
Somebody
know.
pull up daily face off.
That's
so we
your-
don't sound
normally
like
your
fucking
job.
Idiot. Usually, yeah. It's been a rough week, Ian. Okay,
That's fine.
I just think
been on
when
the
it
DL.
comes to overtime, they're just like, who's going.
Daily face off lines.
But it was a minute. Like,
Montreal Canadiens.
can't believe I missed it too. I fell asleep before the overtime.
I was in bed by the
Sorry,
time the
Arteri
third
Lehkonen,
started.
Philip Danault, and Brendan Gallagher.
Yeah.
That's their top line apparently.
Yeah, that's the line that scored in overtime.
That's
Yep.
their first line. That's might not be.
No,
They don't really have a first line. They have like three.
That's
This
just
is
a-
like
well,
they're like
that's-
Vegas. They have like 3 second lines.
that is
That's
like
just a
Vegas.
line they have.
That's a line that started every game though. Before,
You know what
because
the coach
that's
went
their
out.
shutdown.
You know what I
line.
think
Yeah.
it made a
No,
huge
but when Robertson
massive
pulled
difference?
in-
Because I watched the game one, and Montreal not having Petrie in game one, they looked like the defense was in shambles. Like the fact that Montreal can run 2 lines to play fucking 60 minutes, 2 D pairs that could play 60 minutes is insane. And they just have their third pair that is still half decent because Joel Edmondson is on it.
Yeah, he's
Just
a
to
piece
kill
of shit.
time.
Who's their on here? It's so Sherratt and Weber's D pair 1, Edmondson Petrie D pair 2, and Gustafson Merrill D pair 3.
Yeah, they could run Gustafson Merrill just for
Detroit Red
5,
Wings
10
Merrill.
minutes.
Yeah.
But they can run those first 2 D pairs literally 30 minutes each a game if they wanted to.
Yeah.
And in my opinion, both of those are first line defense pairing.
And you get so much help because all of these forward line. I mean, like
Because
your
I
forwards are so deep too.
I'm pretty sure we can all agree that Jeff Petrie and Shea Weber are first line defensemen.
Yeah, on most NHL teams, probably.
Yeah.
Maybe
Sure.
not every team, but yeah, most.
And then they're anchoring probably very good second line defensemen.
Sure. Yeah.
I don't know about Edmondson, but Sherratt's a very good.
I
second
watch
line.
Edmonton a lot in St. Louis.
I don't like him.
He's dirty,
Yeah, he's
but
very
he's
dirty.
a damn good defenseman. And when you have 2 pairs like that, you've seen it with Nashville.
Well, all 4 of them are
You can
really
literally
good
win games with
defensively.
just 4 defensemen and a good goalie.
That's what the Blackhawks almost did for one of their.
Jalmerson, Seabrook, Keith,
one of their
and
cups.
was it Bufflin or was it
No,
Leddy?
Bufflin was forward
It was
back
Leddy.
then.
Yeah.
It was Nick Leddy. It was a young Nick Leddy.
Wasn't that when they had, oh my God, Timonen on their
Yeah, he was their
back
third
end?
pair.
And he
Yep.
played he played 6 minutes a game or something.
he was
It's
their
like-
third
Something
pair.
stupid.
Yeah. He's like, go out there
Yeah,
for
it's because he was like
literally-
40 or something.
think they had
There
a-
was
I think
Keith
they
and
had a-
Seabrook, was it not?
And they play like 50 minutes a game.
Yeah, I
it
think
was
they had a young.
disgusting.
Not
I think they
actually.
had a young Nick Leddy,
come on.
and he's friggin' killing it with the Islanders. You're going to Game 7 with Tampa tonight.
So the penalty kill as well, Montreal has been unbelievable.
They
Is
haven't
it
given
like-
up a goal yet.
no,
They score more goals.
they
I think
score
they're
more
positive.
goals
Yeah.
than they get
That's what
scored
I mean.
on.
They haven't given up a goal yet.
Dumb.
Theoretically, well,
Dumb.
not theoretically, but mathematically, they still haven't given up a goal yet.
It enables them to be that extra level of chippy
Free.
if they have to be, if they want to be. So crazy too. The crazy part about all this is that we haven't actually talked about Carey Price yet.
Do we need to? Everyone
Who
knows
is
he's
that?
fucking good.
The crazy part is, well,
Are you still hating on Carey Price?
I still,
Not saying he's
I
playing
still
that
hate
good.
Carey. Oh, hating
What's
on
on?
him.
What's on Greg's Isian?
Hating him.
The goggles?
Yeah, the hater goggles that don't exist, but everybody thinks they do. Mark thinks they do.
No,
Drinking the
you still
haterade.
think that Price has a next level? Are you
I
still on that?
Oh yeah.
You still think he can get to the next level like Riley and Jonesy?
I still think I have not seen Carey Price use the
the superstar? Or the fucking
Yeah.
Bullet Bill and Mario Kart Double Dash where it's just like...
He has not used it yet. This is clearly the best team that has ever played in front of Carey Price.
How do you think Pat Soretti feels after fucking Suzuki?
Like an idiot. I hope he does.
That was also the trade that I butchered earlier.
Yeah. So
That was dumb.
no, I think there is a very good chance the Montreal Canadiens win the Stanley Cup, and we don't see the best Carey Price we've seen
So what
Agreed?
you're saying?
It could
I don't know.
happen.
He might do it in this.
He
the
might
next
do it.
round.
I'm not
No,
saying
I'm not disagreeing with you, but what bugs me even more, like, about what you're saying, doesn't bug me, but, like, how competitive the Atlantic Division is going to be going into next year, because we all know Montreal is going to be good next year.
I think they're
I
just
don't
playing
care. Tampa
above
is
what
gonna be
they
good.
are. I
Boston
don't
is
think
gonna be
Montreal's
good.
honestly that good
Florida
still.
is going to be good. Where are the Leafs going to be?
They're going to be
good.
fine.
Leafs would be good.
But I think
Leafs are still going to be top
those
3.
4 teams, the Leafs are the
round
only
exit.
team that is going to regress
Maybe.
after the offseason.
Mark, I got a stat for you. I think I heard this on, I can't remember where I heard this. Anyway, this
Say Instagram.
Just feed it.
this will be, if Tampa wins tonight, so whoever's listening to this podcast, you'll know if this is true or not. If Tampa wins tonight, it will be the second year in a row that the Stanley Cup finalists are in the same division the next year. And that's never going to happen probably ever again, because 2 seasons ago, it was Tampa-Dallas. So last Stanley Cup final was Tampa-Dallas, and they were in the same division because COVID.
yeah.
And then this year, if it's Tampa-Montreal, they're going to be in the same division if we go
That's
back
crazy.
for
Yeah.
for
Even the same
Atlantic.
conference.
Think
So-
about
yeah.
it, though. Atlantic Division.
Yeah, but
Oh, Mark,
yeah, I know.
I'm this is sort of
I know.
going with your point.
Yeah.
But the Atlantic's going to be crazy. We're going to have all off season to literally like roll in how good the Atlantic is compared to the dog shit Pacific.
Oh,
Yeah.
the same way we talked about kind of how good we thought the Canadian division was to everything else. And, oh, look, our 4th place team decided to win. That what Mark thought was the Atlanta team that could beat Toronto in the season.
Yeah, I think I think they probably were the only team that was really the one that played Toronto really tough. But I have to say, I don't really want to make it about Toronto. I kind of
Toronto's the only one to take him to 7, so we'll give him that.
But if the Canadians
that's
win,
a stat. That's
like
a stat.
Toronto now has like Toronto fans have like, well, we lost to the best team. They won the cup.
Do you want to say you
We're
lost
not
to
that,
Montreal?
We're not that bad. We're not that
Do you
bad.
want to say that, though, if Montreal wins the cup?
Dude, you lost in the first round.
How
You lost. We lost. Like,
do you guys feel? Okay, so if we want to go that angle, how do you feel as Leaf fans if they win or and whatnot? Like, how does that make you feel? There's a therapy session.
You know what? I'm so happy for my Habs friends.
Fuck the Habs.
Fair.
Clifford.
Did you text any of them?
Yeah, man. I've been friggin'.
Clifford was over the other night.
I'm not. I don't need Mark to go into specifics. You're right, Clifford. But we haven't seen Clifford since.
Yeah,
Clifford's
man.
a Habs
They're
fan.
so humble about it.
I texted a couple of them just saying, "Hey, congrats, enjoy this."
They're so humble about it.
Good. Yeah. I have no problem with the Habs winning the Stanley Cup.
There's a 20-year-old kid at work that's a Habs fan, and he's not humble at all.
Oh, poor
He also
I-
doesn't watch the games though.
Yeah, I know.
He couldn't watch Game 7 or like
Yeah.
whatever.
Why couldn't you watch Game 7?
Because he doesn't have cable.
Oh, that sucks.
And I'm like,
okay, now I feel bad.
Yeah.
stream it. He's like, oh, I don't know where to stream it. I'm like, isn't
NHL
it free on
stream.net.
CBC?
Are you a Habs fan or are you a
One buddy
bandwagon
who's
dick?
who's a diehard Habs fan. He friggin' still messages me. He's like, I still have no idea how we beat the fucking Leafs.
Legit, a lot of people don't, and that's
Yeah.
fair. You don't have to. A lot of people came on the radio and said, "I don't understand how the Raptors are going to get through the Eastern Conference Final." And we're like, "Okay, you don't have to,
And we
man.
were down
You don't
0-2.
have to.
Is LeBron gone?
You don't have to. It just has to happen. You don't have to understand how the Leafs lost to the Canadians. It just happened. I'm over it now.
Is LeBron still in
What? In the playoffs?
The NBA?
No,
No,
he
he
lost,
lost
in the
in
first
like
round.
the.
Oh, it's going to
But
be
that
a
was the
random
Eastern Conference
finals
thing.
this year.
Yeah.
Jordan, how do you feel about it as a Leafs fan?
I never thought like I'd cheer for Montreal. Like I just, Carey Price getting a cup, like that's something he needs on
Cole
his
Caulfield
resume.
is so fucking
Cole
sick.
Caulfield in his rookie year after they sat him out game 1. Same
still
with
gonna be a rookie
Cock
next
in
year.
Miami.
Jordan, literally Corey Perry, he bear.
Yeah, that's another big one. I was like, when I saw that, like, because I haven't talked about this yet, but when he took that stick to the face, I was like, instantly watching the play happen, I was like, I think he might have faked that one. And then I see blood, and I'm like, oh no, like he got rocked in the face by a stick.
You see Perry
But, like,
take
I
his
did-
face.
even as a
stick to the
fan of
face.
him, I didn't give him the benefit of the doubt, and then I was like, "Oh no, that's terrible."
And then you
but
see
I
the
love
scar
who he
afterwards.
is. So yeah.
Yeah.
But then there's other guys on that team like Toffoli's from Scarborough.
Yep.
Shea Weber, he deserves one.
Sure.
Too.
Oh, absolutely.
We all
that's
loved
another
watching
one.
Shea Weber play for Nashville.
Yeah.
When he shoots a puck, get the fuck out of the way.
Yes.
I ain't blocking that shot.
He got one the other.
Nobody should.
I think the other game just
Last
doing
game,
that.
yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, he scored the first goal.
Piss missile.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was a broken play. I don't know who tried to clear that puck, but like, what the fuck are you doing? Off the glass and out, not
doesn't
up the middle.
Doesn't even know.
Yeah.
Yeah. Ian, how do you feel as a Leafs fan watching the Montreal Canadiens?
Whatever.
Oh, okay.
If Gallagher wasn't on the Canadiens, Ian would win.
No, I don't. I only care for, like you guys said, all those other guys. I don't give a shit about any of them.
Mm-hmm.
I don't care that Toffoli's from Scarborough.
Not Baby Cole?
He's won 2
I don't
cups
care,
already,
care about
too.
Cole. He's American.
true.
Baby Cole.
Yeah. True.
Shea Weber's a dirty fuck.
Yeah.
I don't care if he wins
Oh,
a
you
cup.
hate him from head
Yeah.
smashing
I
Zetterberg, eh?
I love him in a Canadian in a Team Canada jersey.
Fair. Yeah, that's fair.
Team Canada,
Yeah.
not
Okay.
Canadians.
I understand.
Honestly, Price is the only one that I care that gets a cup.
Sure.
It should just like on the cup. It shouldn't say everyone's name. It should just say Carey Price in like bold letters.
72
honestly-
size fonts.
Since Montreal made it to the finals, I think Price has already won the Conn Smythe Trophy in my mind. How good he's played.
But is that only because like the
All right,
depth
yeah.
scoring? Like, you know what I mean?
There's no one- yeah,
there hasn't been one guy that is like pulled away
No,
with. Or, like, a
I think
line.
Toffoli's the most with like 14 or something.
Yeah.
Toffoli's been playing
and I
real
think
good.
Suzuki's just behind, like
Yeah,
maybe 2
but that's
points
the
back.
line.
Yeah,
And
well, it's
Caulfield's
like
third.
not 27 points like Kucherov, right?
No, exactly.
That's Kucherov from last year, basically.
no.
So going into the
Kucherov's got
cup
27
final-
this year.
Oh, fuck.
I feel like if you told a lot of people that watch hockey, if you told them that Toffoli had 2 cups already, they wouldn't know.
Oh, yeah.
Nope.
With who?
LA.
LA.
Oh, he was on the. Oh yeah, that makes sense.
he's like
Him
a
and
third
Pearson.
liner. Yep.
They just mucked it up.
Yep.
Yeah, I remember
Pearson and
that too.
Carter
And
were
then
a line.
it was like they played really well too. Actually,
Oh yeah.
West style hockey.
Hey, assholes.
yo,
Aren't you going to ask me how
Oh, yeah,
I
Greg, how
feel?
do you feel?
You're
Thank
the
you. Let me
host.
go into host
I don't
mode.
care
How do
about
you
your
feel?
feelings.
Thank you. Thank you. As a Leafs fan, I don't mind that another Canadian team has a shot to win the Stanley Cup. That doesn't mean I think we should necessarily cheer for them. We went over the whole Niagara Falls CN Tower lighting up stuff. So, like, it's good for them. As Canadians, we don't have to all cheer for one team. I'm not going to actively cheer against them because I don't hate the Montreal Canadiens. I don't really hate anyone on the team. There's a couple guys that are sort of pieces of shit, but like
They've made me hate them less during this playoffs.
You don't hate the franchise?
Sure. I don't really
Like
hate
from
the
just being a Leaf fan? Like,
No, but no,
We didn't.
Not
We never
really.
saw the same rivalry as our parents.
but it's
Yeah,
still,
we
you
haven't
played them
grew up
so
with
many
it.
times a year, and you're just like, the team's different when you
Honestly,
play 'em. Like, I don't
It's the first
understand
time it's
it.
ever happened.
Ottawa was a bigger rivalry.
No, but even
Yeah,
like
there-
during the
there was-
regular season, like,
Dude, there was a lot less teams back then too, so the rivalry was a lot more intense.
It was a lot more
Yeah.
intense.
Yeah.
Yes.
Sorry, keep on going.
And like Ian said, it was mainly Ottawa growing up. We saw constantly, and maybe if we saw Montreal on a regular basis in the playoffs, it would start to drive me nuts too. But I just feel like, okay, it's happened one time in my lifetime, and
I feel the same way.
we've also never been good at the same time.
But at the same time, I feel disconnected from it because I'm like, I kind of want Montreal to win right now.
Well, like Montreal had that decent team that I think they went a couple rounds a couple times, like right where
With
Leafs
yours, Halak.
real shit. No,
Halak.
no, it was Price.
No, it was Halak.
No, it was
Price
Price.
and
No,
the
it was
Halak
Halak.
one, yeah.
Halak was in when Price was out when he was injured.
Price has never gone on a run.
Yeah, it was a stop Halak year when they beat
Yeah.
Alex Semin in the
And then they beat
Washington
Boston, and then
Capitals.
they almost beat the Rangers.
Yeah. And that was the year the Rangers lost to the
Kings.
Tyler Toffoli.
Yeah.
That was early 2010, then, eh?
Yeah. No, but I think the Leafs just and the Canadians have almost never been good.
You're
or
probably
juggernauts
thinking
at
about the
same
Subban
time.
one where Stefan was it Stefan? No, it was a Kreider ran into Price.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
From the Rangers.
Custom. Gave him the conky.
When was that? I don't remember that.
I think that might have been the year before.
Oh, and that sort of not.
That's when the Rangers went to the year the Rangers went to the finals and lost to the Kings. That's when it happened.
That was the Halak year?
No, that was the year where Price got ran by Kreider.
I don't.
I think
this. You guys have better memories than I do.
Mark has a stupid memory for these kind of things.
Yeah, I don't know because I don't remember like
the specifics.
I know through memes.
No, I literally don't remember what the fuck I did this morning.
You went to work.
If you ask me how I set my lunch up in my cooler this morning, I couldn't tell you how I did it.
We don't need to go on another rant about
I know,
Whoa.
Mark had to yell for his mom because he got wrapped in the saran wrap again. Ma, it happened again.
No, I said get sandwich bags so I don't have to use this bullshit.
Oh man!
Just go into the kitchen. Mark's lying on the ground, got a full thing of saran wrap around him. Cat's licking his face.
Here's a segue. Speaking of saran wrap, I feel like as a modern Leafs fan, I feel like the Leafs are that thing that's trapped in the saran wrap, that they're their own worst nightmare. There's no team holding them back. It's them fucking selves. So
yeah, no, I agree.
We can't hold any other team accountable for our bullshit and our losses. Like, no. I'm not going to blame the Ottawa Senators for coming second last and beating us.
That's what I mean. Every time I watch the Leafs lose, I've been like, well, it's not because they didn't play good enough.
I'm not mad at the Montreal Canadiens for making that Stanley Cup final because the Leafs didn't beat them. Well, the Leafs didn't beat them, and we know it's well documented why. So I can't be mad at the Montreal Canadiens. I can't be mad at insert other team for the Leafs not making it past a certain level over the past 4 seasons. It's the Leafs' fault.
We all agree Montreal's less in terms of top-end talent than Toronto.
Yep.
On the front end. Mm-hmm. But why is Montreal's top-end talent showing up when it needs to at most? Josh Anderson scoring those playoffs goals. Cole Caulfield's getting these snipes. Friggin'... who was it? Who scored that nasty fucking... Oh, no, that was Eberle. Sorry, I'm thinking of the Islanders goal. But, Corey Perry getting...
They're scoring by committee.
Corey Perry.
They're scoring by committee.
Creating these plays.
All going.
Also making that dirty drop pass to Caulfield, the no-look backhand pass to him. It's like, the only person who was doing this on Toronto was Spezza. I saw Matthew...
Maybe Kerfoot a bit.
Kerfoot and Nylander.
But...
Yeah. But... what you're trying to say. So what you're trying to say is,
none of our good players do that shit. And Montreal's good players, that, in my opinion, is Caulfield, Perry, Suzuki. Like, man,
there's a lot more contribution.
Yeah,
I don't think they're a better team. I just think they were contributing better.
Exactly.
Mm-hmm.
Exactly.
I brought that up when we were talking about the Leaf game or the Leaf series as well.
Why couldn't the best contributors on Toronto put in the same effort?
Like it didn't have to be Matthews and Marner.
But
and Nylander.
if...
but it didn't have to be. But like no one else did it as well. Like you had Spezza, you had Kerfoot do stuff,
Ian,
but like you didn't have Mikheyev do anything.
No,
Willie.
You didn't have Thornton do anything.
No,
you didn't.
Those guys don't matter.
Galchenyuk did a bit, but not enough.
No.
Foligno was injured.
He also had that pass.
Was Engvall do anything? No. Yeah. Did Brooks do anything? I think he only played 2 games, but...
Imagine if Martiners and Matthews showed up to work every day like fucking Weber and Sherratt did.
I think Matthews showed up all playoffs. Overload? He just wasn't getting the good shots off.
Yeah, he just couldn't shoot. That was it.
No, simple. Listen, I see what you're saying. Like, there's a list of 12 forwards.
How is Caulfield getting these spaces to score against Vegas and stuff like that?
He is so fast.
Yeah, he's good. He's making those opportunities.
Underratedly fast. Like that chip play.
Like we all kind of have the point where there's nobody really on Montreal better than Toronto. So where are these guys getting the spaces to score these goals?
They're in hero mode right now, and Leafs weren't.
Well, they're playing to win.
Well, the Leafs have had the chance to be in hero mode for 3 fucking playoffs.
They did it during the season, and that's it.
Regular season pays the bills. The playoffs is free.
That's what I mean.
Literally is.
Well, unless you win the Stanley Cup, and then you get a huge bonus.
But yeah, I think this year...
Or a Campbell. You know who's never won a Campbell?
Campbell?
Yeah, like the Campbell Trophy? Sidney Crosby. You know why? Because he plays in the Eastern Conference.
So... From that conversation, guys, whichever person you're siding with listening to this, it's comes back to kind of what I said. It's why don't I hate the Montreal Canadiens? Well, because the Leafs really did it to themselves. Yeah. Like whether you're like, Mark saying
Montreal showed up to work every day.
Whereas Mark's constantly saying this show up to work thing every day. Yeah. That's his motto. But it doesn't make it untrue.
gonna
Or
get
if
a
you're saying
shirt.
the Ian thing where it's like, yo, they had 12 guys who could have shown up and maybe 3 forwards did. So you can only blame themselves. So I don't hate the Montreal Canadiens for doing what the Leafs didn't. They didn't do it in spite of the Leafs.
No,
They just did it when it was right.
they did it better.
Hey,
I'll
as a
say
Leaf fan, you can at least say we gave them their toughest test so far.
Yeah. And we could have beat them, and maybe we should have beat them, but we didn't. And just
Hey, we're the only team to be up 2
happy for
games
them.
on Montreal.
so I'm happy for the Habs.
I don't know if
taking-
that's a bad thing.
Yeah, exactly.
You say that as like you say that as an accomplishment, and I'm like, I don't know.
As soon as you said that, I was like, I think I want to take that back.
Yeah.
Hey, cool thing, history. Montreal Canadiens won a trophy they've never won before.
That was my joke earlier.
The Clarence
Jordan just said
Campbell?
that.
Clarence Campbell.
Jordan just said
My
that.
brother sent that to me and he was like, LOL. And I was like, do you realize that Sidney Crosby plays in the Eastern Conference, you idiot? And this is just a random year.
Yeah.
So they gave that to that was the Western Conference
Western
trophy.
Conference
Yeah.
trophy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That banner is going to be so cliche in that
Yeah.
arena.
The,
But
They're gonna
also,
steal it.
man, that banner is probably going to be worth so...
What?
That banner is probably going to go to the Hall of Fame.
Which one?
The Clarence. Montreal getting the Clarence.
Because they're not West.
because they're not in the West. They can't ever win that.
Oh yeah, I mean, I don't think it's super crazy.
It'll go in their dressing room at the Hockey Hall of Fame.
I think that'll go in the Hall of Fame.
They'll just put a little one.
That'll
Well,
never
it'll be-
happen again.
It'll be in the Hall of Fame because
It'll never happen again.
Everything
And
else
it's
does.
Montreal doing it, and the chances of this ever happening again is literally 0 to 0.
I don't think it needs to go in the Hall of Fame, but it's definitely going to be a unique spot in the rafters. That's cool.
Till it goes in the Hall of Fame.
Should be a different color.
No, but that's kind of cool though.
Like just a random one where it's like all the other ones are red and this one's
I just think
silver.
it's that unique.
Yeah, it's definitely a unique instance, and hopefully you don't have to get it again. Okay, let's go to a break, guys. Let's go to a stretch.
Right.
The pandemic has provided a very unique opportunity for sports psychologists to study how an audience impacts athlete performance. From an article from ScienceDaily.com, quote, "Without an audience, men run slower and women run faster." This analysis was conducted using results from the 2020 Biathlon World Cup. Biathlon is, of course, as you all know, cross-country skiing mixed with rifle shooting. The importance here is that you have an endurance activity mixed with a coordination activity. So it's possible to measure both effects. So the study compares the results from the 2018-19 biathlon season with the 2020 biathlon season. On the men's side, as expected, the times are better with an audience present. The endurance task has a better result, but the men did not perform as well in the shooting as a coordination task. And a task is simply a scientific way of saying an activity. So on the women's side, it was the opposite. So compared to the 2018-19 results, the 2020 audienceless endurance task for the women was worse, while the coordination task was better. So to extrapolate these findings with an audience, you'd think men would be more likely to have better speeds, times, etc., with all the crowd noise. And without an audience, you'd think NBA players, for example, would be better at something like shooting free throws. So crazy enough, that's exactly what the numbers show. In the bubble, free throw success, with no audience in the bubble, free throws went up 3%. So researchers don't have a firm explanation for these results, but it could be rooted in gender-specific stereotypes, like men are considered stronger, and while the article mentions that women react more sensitive to feedback. This study was carried out by a team at Martin Luther University, Hal Wettenberg, I believe that's in Germany, and published on in Science News on June 22nd, 2021. So there you go. Science. So we talked about the success of the Canadiens, but how about the failure? Is it a failure if you make it to the Final Four?
It could be.
The failure of the Vegas Golden Knights.
If you lose to Montreal.
But in your first, 5 years of being in the fucking league?
No, you're right.
Fuck Vegas.
Yeah, fuck 'em.
They've done a great job.
Yeah, good for them.
But-
fuck you.
Yes. You know what I'm saying, Ern, right? Like,
Yeah.
it's like you guys you've earned this, but you don't deserve this.
Yeah, you're some dude who was sorry.
Yeah, you deserve it, but you don't deserve it. It's like
Yeah.
everyone else has taken their lumps, and you have taken 0 lumps. Like
You're zero.
You're someone
You've been to
who-
conference finals every year, have you not? Like,
I think so.
Not every year. You're someone
Oh,
who
the one that they
friggin'
haven't.
started like an NHL like 2000 whatever. Vegas came in and started the thing on like fantasy draft on easy, and you've been just continuing with that team.
Yeah.
That's what the Vegas Knights are right
They're
now.
playing on novice.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, rookie mode, which is
Well, they got to play
Bums.
on novice.
Well,
it's starting to catch up with them a little bit though, because they're finally this season they started to finally have salary cap issues, in that they had to give away
What's his name?
Schmidt.
Schultz.
Schultz?
Cap issues.
no,
now.
Schmidt
Yeah,
to
Schmidt to
Vancouver.
Yeah.
Yeah, which saved Vancouver's offseason.
That's because they wanted to sign Pietrangelo.
Yes,
They were greedy.
Finished last in the
hilarious.
division.
Pietrangelo was one of the players that actually showed up. I think. Didn't he lead
Played
this?
well.
Didn't he lead the
The team in scoring.
Yeah, against Montreal. He
Their
scored
def-
2 one game. He scored 1 another game.
The only guys on their team that scored were fucking defensemen.
Yep.
Like, if you search
Martinez?
up like their top
Actually, I think-
scorers, they were probably the top 3 were all defensemen.
I think their top scorer was Carlson. And I was saying yesterday when we were watching the game, I'm just like,
Can you look it up quick on your? Do you have it?
no, yeah, it
coming,
was
coming.
Carlson. It
Oh,
was
so- okay,
Carlson.
okay.
He had 16 points, and that was their most in the playoffs.
Right.
He
I don't
had
know.
16
I don't.
points in the playoffs.
Yeah, I don't know about the series.
Good for him.
I don't know what he
okay.
did in the series, but Mark Stone had 0 points in the series. Mark Stone.
And he owned it.
Yeah.
He owned it.
He owned it. He said, I'm the captain and this is on me. I have to be better. We're in the right place kind of deal. That whole, they're such like boring kind of cliche interviews. So,
After a loss.
but he
after a
did,
loss,
yeah,
whatever.
he did own up for it, being the captain. So
Yeah, William Carlson is 5th right now in scoring, and he had 4 goals and 12 assists.
Good for him.
I don't know what he did in this series. He had 2 assists yesterday. He had like 4 assists in this series at least.
Well, the only game they scored more than 2 goals was that first one, and like Mark mentioned, that was the one they didn't have. The Canadians didn't have Petrie.
So
Vegas only scored 2 goals or fewer in every other game.
yeah,
So good job, Montreal defense. Montreal forwards doing their job, and Carey Price shutting them
Carey
down.
Price is still undefeated when Montreal still scores 3 goals or more.
4 lines
Stat.
rolling.
Yeah, Carlson had
Super stat.
five assists in this series.
Right.
So he did his job.
Did his job as a second line center.
Montreal is literally Exodia if they get 3 goals.
They get all 3 goals, they win. They win the thing.
They're literally Exodia.
So Stone owned it. I don't know if we heard from Pacioretty. He also was not great against his former team that he captained.
Maybe he had a little bit of like Marner ghost reaction. I don't know.
Maybe.
Being like, the trade.
And even somewhat like
Suzuki playing
Yeah.
you the guy who you were traded for. is
really,
pretty
yeah.
good.
Who wins that
Ultimately.
trade now?
Clearly Montreal at the
Yeah.
moment.
at the
Well,
moment.
Yeah.
I think Vegas is still happy to have Pacioretty. I'd be happy to have Pacioretty, but after that series, man, hey,
Hey, it's so
Wow.
crazy. He broke his neck, did he not? Like on that Chara hit?
did he?
Like
Something like that.
Like it was
something crazy.
neck injury bad. Like when
Into
he
the
got hit in the
stanchion
stanchion.
thing.
Yeah, like
Chara
hey,
put him
good
in
for
the
him.
stanchion.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, kind of with the brush.
Pacioretty had 3 points in the series, but like
he
not
have a
enough.
goal?
He had a goal and 2 assists
Okay, he had 1. Okay, so but still 1 goal in. I know you're playing Montreal. I know they're
from
good
like
team,
a
but
40 goal scorer. Yeah,
you're on
not
the
good
top
enough.
line, man. You're on the top line. So I guess the question has to be asked then, and I think maybe Mark brought it up: is Chandler Stevenson really a number 1 center? Because I know they had Alex Tuck playing there. But like, is it time that they go get one? Do they have salary cap room for one? Probably not. But that's a problem for their GM.
Maybe without Fleury.
Or
True.
Leonard. Like he
That's
makes a
a
lot of
tune
money
in.
too.
That's a tune in the summer when we analyze the teams.
You're right. Absolutely. Yeah. 100%.
We go into GM mode.
Yeah. Yeah. But
We go into
everybody
GM
pick a
mode where we
team.
analyze one of every 30 teams and we talk about what we think they should do or what they could do.
well, we didn't say that. We talked about Jack Eichel last week.
Sunday.
Be there, be there, be there.
So we don't think Jack Eichel's coming because we don't think they have room. But anyway, Fleury and Leonard. I thought Fleury was incredible. I don't have a problem with them going to Robin Leonard because he's also really good. We had him.
Played good enough.
He was a consensus number 2 pick back in our fantasy thing, and he has done nothing really this season to warrant him being downgraded.
Was he number 2 for us?
For us, yeah.
Yeah, he didn't do any. He just didn't play enough games because of injuries and shit.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, and Fleury was incredible. Fleury was so fun to watch.
So we were just looking at this Grand Mac
what
commercial there.
Who?
Literally that new Grand Mac.
What?
It's the same Big Mac, but it's just got bigger buns.
Ooh, it's Tick Boy.
They're literally playing you. They're just giving you bigger buns with the same patties.
Hey, I'm all about that bread intake.
Yeah.
I haven't been to McDonald's.
One of the guys got it from work today, and he was like, "This is the most disappointing thing in my life."
So the patties are the same size?
Basically, but your
How
buns
much more does it cost?
I don't know.
Because bread's
I got
not
nuggets.
45 cents.
cheap. I don't know.
Yeah, bread's made from trees, and lumber prices are through the roof.
Your first one was better.
That one was good.
It wasn't as good as the first one, though. First one was like,
Okay.
Is it
Game
brunette?
7's happening right now. So by the time this episode's posted,
For sure.
maybe it'll be June 29th. Fuck, I don't know.
It's about there.
You'll know who the Stanley Cup finalists are.
That's probably going to be the first day of the Stanley Cup Final. June
Probably, yeah.
29th?
Probably. My dad's birthday, actually.
Oh, sick.
Tampa Islanders. Guys, what's going to happen in this one? It's 0-0. It's just almost the end of the first period, so everything we say, bear that in mind, listener person. So...
Islanders are going to win. Barry Trotz
13-5.
Barry Trotz is going to win the game for the Islanders.
Barry Trotz is going to jump on the ice, Mark says. Put on his skates, Mark says. He's going to put on a helmet with no face mask.
No, he's going
and score.
He's going to coach the win for the Islanders.
He's going to score on Andrei Vasilevsky.
Oh, yeah.
Goalie goal?
Oh, yeah.
To win the series?
No, Trotz is going to score on the goalie.
Trotz is scoring the game winner. Could you imagine?
Does he take his glasses off and his mask?
He's going to have his Jofa helmet on. Bonus points.
Oh, back when you played defense?
Bonus points.
Like
when
which Jofa, though? Like the Gretzky or like the Solani?
The gross Jofa.
With the Toronto Maple
Was he a
Leafs?
Jofa guy on the Leafs?
I don't
Do you guys know like the nationalities of like the Islanders guys? Like if I ask you like Pollock,
American.
Pellick.
Weren't you looking this up the other day?
Canadian?
Yeah, we were looking.
I remember I was looking shit up at some point. I was just wondering.
They're North American.
I'm just wondering. I was just like, who do I like on these teams?
Because
Jordan
you were
Eberle.
wondering, weren't we listening to the anthems and then they were kind of like, USA.
Oh,
USA.
Mark was saying, oh, I'd be amped up if you had a crowd like singing the anthem. I'm like, there's
None
like
of them
5 Americans on this team, maybe.
They sing one anthem and it's not yours. And it's like, I understand like you get amped up because it's the thing.
A fan thing, but yeah.
But then you started looking up how many Americans were on the team.
I think I looked it up between the two teams. There might have been like 8 or 9
between Tampa and the Islanders.
Yeah,
there's
but
about 8
so
or 9.
like 40 guys.
Yeah, that's a.
It's not a lot.
Is that NHL average? I don't know.
It probably is. That's still like
4 per, 4
That's
5
like a
per?
quarter of.
I just don't care for the anthem before a game as well.
You were the one that you said that would be. You would be amped
it would
up to
fire me up. I also just don't care for it to be announced before a game. Like, there's no need for it. You're playing a sport.
There's no need for it, but it would fire you up.
Yeah. If you had the whole fans just...
It's just an old tradition. That's why they still do it,
Yeah.
right? And you know, old white people don't like changing things.
No. Imagine they changed the number of innings in a baseball game
Hey,
to
man.
7.
I'm 4-7. Speed them up. Get 2 a day in. Shorten the season up a little bit.
You're like 6 foot.
What?
You're not 4'7". You're like 6 foot.
No, I said I'm all for it. I'm 4'7".
I'm all 4'7".
Jesus, I missed it. Flew right over my head. I was drafted behind a truck. I was sucked in. And I blew it. Yeah. Damn.
Oh, fuck.
Well, -1.
Jordan just got scored on.
Okay, so Braden Point, 9-goal streak, 9-game goal streak.
Does he do it?
Next guy since Gretzky and Lemieux to score 12 or 11 goals in consecutive playoff series.
Whoa!
Or playoffs.
Good for him. And he could do it tonight. He could break the record held by noted Philadelphia Flyer. Mark, insert his name. I don't know who he is.
I don't know who he's to.
I
It's
feel
a
like
random dude.
Yeah, no, it's not Perron. He's a goalie.
It's a random dude.
Someone's like, it's this guy. He's my uncle.
Yeah, somebody's
Sorry.
totally saying it.
Sure.
Yeah,
Well, I'm also going to say the Philadelphia
talked to him
Flyers
last
are the
time.
last team to beat the Montreal Canadiens in a playoff series right now.
So, yeah. Well, okay.
And they didn't even make the playoffs this year.
Just pointing that out there.
True.
So the Philadelphia Flyers would have won the Stanley Cup if they made the playoffs this year.
No.
I don't know how you work that one out.
Ipso facto.
So fast. There's a lot. Wow. Okay. There's a lot of math involved there. A lot of math that hasn't been thought yet.
Hey,
A lot of calculus.
if the Red Wings were in the playoffs, they would have won the Stanley Cup as well.
How do you figure?
Because they would have.
Okay.
But that's only if they make the playoffs.
Right. Of course.
Obviously, you have to do something.
Yeah. No comment on the Braden Point. I thought you said I have something to say about Braden Point. How
He's
good he
fucking
is.
sick.
Oh, he's fucking killing it. He hasn't done something like I said since Lemieux and Gretzky.
Like you know how Mark was saying like Caulfield's good?
Yeah.
Caulfield looks like a child compared to Braden Point still.
Caulfield is a child.
Not
compared
his fault
to
he
Point.
can't grow a beard.
Point's still a child as well.
How old
Point's
is Point?
still like 5 years
He's
older
like 23
than
now.
Caulfield.
He's got to be 23.
Is he only 23?
25.
Like, yeah, okay. So he's even older than that. Caulfield's like literally like
Point?
he just got out of college. He's a baby.
Point's 26 or
Cale
27.
McCarr.
It's 25. I just told you that.
Point. Wow. Nice.
Nice.
His beard doesn't say he's 25 though.
That's fine.
This is a productive part of our podcast.
What's a productive part?
What are we productiving?
Is there anything productive out of our podcast?
Mark, what do you like about the Islanders
besides
specifically?
me drinking?
Yeah. That's
Oh,
productive.
talk about that. Them throwing fucking beer cans at their own players. Like,
Yeah, what the hell were they doing?
well,
the
like I
players
get
were
it,
obviously
but like
thirsty, and
yeah.
they were trying to hit him with the fucking Hail
Yeah.
Mary.
The only player
Here's
that
some
was like watching
aluminum
was
clippers.
Clutterbuck. And he was like making sure like nobody hit
So
anybody
it's
coming
okay
off the
for
gate.
Montreal fans to throw beer cans, but when a Jays fans does it after fucking Jose Bautista hits one of the most like memorable home runs of all time.
Or who the fuck was the soccer
He threw it
player for the
directly at
Galaxy?
that guy though.
Beckham?
David Beckham?
Wasn't he in? Didn't he play for the Galaxy when TFC was?
I forgot it's
Really?
intermission.
In Toronto? Like
Rogers
somebody
Center?
somebody
Yeah.
Have
threw
another
like
beer
a
there,
fucking
bud.
beer can
Yeah,
at
when
David
TFC
Beckham?
was. Yeah, I was at
That's,
the. It was my first game as an intern. I was
Hey.
at that game, and was it Beckham?
Not well. Hey, if somebody
sure.
threw a fucking beer
Side
can at David
banter's
Beckham,
hilarious.
not too many people can say they ever done that, and you're an idiot.
Yeah.
But
But now these
good-
guys are doing it
good
for their own
you.
players.
Yeah,
Just started again.
Like the guy said, what did Bolivier say at the end of the game? He's like, "Oh, you."
Oh, it smelled like cigarettes and fucking
Yeah.
and now it smells like
going to
beer.
beer.
In the arena?
In the apparently.
100%.
Yeah.
So everyone's
They're all
just
smoking
hacking darts?
hashers in the
Or
fucking.
listen, that's how old the
Concourse.
Mike and Kurt are there?
dude. Based on how
You
old
fucking
that place
sellout.
is, you can't get the smell of cigarettes out of anything, concrete included.
Oh god.
So-
you can't get it out of anything.
I'm sure that place smells like
Reiterating
cigarettes.
what Greg said.
Yes. Mark's like, yes, I just heard
As soon
that.
as the sweat get into the walls, oh,
Yeah, really. So they're gonna have to. I don't know what they're gonna do with that land once it's gone, but just some sort of blessing ceremony to get the odor out of it. But that building gets loud. Give them credit. Fans,
holy shit,
they
man.
get
I
excited.
thought I saw the walls actually shaking there.
Probably that was a building about to fall over.
Yeah.
Ian.
Yeah, that's what I was getting at.
Oh,
if they
don't
advance
talk
tonight,
about
it might fall over next series.
Oh man.
But they
Did
sold
you
out
guys
for
not
next
hear
year.
about the building
Yeah,
that
next
collapsed
year.
in Miami?
No.
Oh man.
What,
Okay,
like
Mark,
at
we're
a
not going
sports
depressing
stadium?
here, but
Yeah, you
kind
guys are
of.
talking about a building collapse.
like,
We're talking about the
at a sports stadium?
Islanders.
I was
Like at a
joking.
sports stadium or just a building?
No,
building?
Joke,
like in a
safety mark.
complex where people were actually living in.
Oh,
It's his
okay,
new
that's
podcast name,
That- I
Safety
thought
Mark.
you meant like
Yeah,
a
really.
stadium. Like I thought that had like a.
We're having
No.
three.
Oh, change the subject.
Yo, three different conversations.
Yeah. So okay, Mark,
Sidebar.
Ian, what do you like about the Islanders?
Barzell.
Mm-hmm.
Color.
Yeah, I like their colorway. Yeah, I don't like their logo though. Logo's stupid. It's just a circle.
You wanted me to say more?
No, Jordan, what do you like about the Islanders?
Well, my boy Jordan Eberle plays there, so that's
Yeah.
number one. You know,
A couple good
he's,
goals. Really nice
He
goal. last
scored a nasty
Yeah,
backhand
that
goal.
backhand was really nice. But
And
like,
I think I called Bouvillier
He
scoring.
was asking
Yeah, you
Jordan
did.
what's going on, Mark.
you did. Mark did also
Yeah.
call that, and that was my first text back in the morning because obviously like it happened in overtime, and I was just like, "Yo, your boy got it," because he was like,
Yeah.
I feel Bolivier is gonna get one here." Like,
Yeah,
but-
Mark was like, Bolivia's buzzing.
I just
he was
don't know.
buzzing.
I'm just kind of disappointed in them in some ways where like I saw Kyle Palmieri take maybe 5 one-timers and not hit the net. And I'm like, buddy, I feel you. Like I'm not with you, but I'm like, this is playoffs. You can't be doing that. And like, why aren't you switching it up? But
pass the torch to somebody else, buddy.
Yeah. But I would like them to win because if they win, I would rather them beat the Canadians than if Tampa advances. I would rather the Canadians beat Tampa.
I see. So your preferred team of the 3 is the New York Islanders.
Yeah.
So why specifically?
Well, we already know Montreal's advanced, and then the Islanders making it's kind of like an old 80s matchup.
Okay, cool.
Like it's just like
cool.
It's something you've kind of seen before, but you haven't seen for a long time.
Yeah, okay.
I haven't seen it either.
No.
Nobody's seen it for a long time.
Exactly. So like I feel like there'd be some history there. It's like Tampa got one last year, and we've had so many years of like the same teams winning the cup. Like it's like what 5 teams in the last 10 years or something stupid. Like
not a lot of variety.
Yeah, there's
too many LA, too many Chicago, too many Pittsburgh.
Like it's just you know who's kind of gonna win or who's gonna be there. It's like, so if Tampa doesn't advance, it's like, oh, like maybe it's like a changing of tide. Like nobody thought Montreal was gonna fucking advance from the first round, and like look where they are.
No one in our pool.
Well, sorry, except for me, because I like kind of called it, but like side note,
over Tampa because you don't want to see them defend as champions.
Yeah, they already got one. They got one last year. Like fuck you.
Right.
Fuck out of here. No two-peats.
I don't mind the two-peat, because I feel like it'll be very unique, and it's going to be more unique going forward. So I think that's kind of cool. But after, and I might have said this before, but after they win twice, Tampa wins twice, hypothetically, I don't want to see them again. Like,
but
I want, like,
just fuck off.
Yeah, literally. Like, win
like,
2 in a row.
You guys could be like competitive, but like stop being this dominant.
Do your Sea-Doo party.
Yeah.
Don't lose the cup. Go do whatever you want. Party again. Go nuts. Party like it's 2020 or whatever the fuck. And then the salary cap will literally rip your team apart.
But
because it's already doing that, unless you can circumvent it again.
If they win this year, is that 2 asterisk cups in a row? Like 2 COVID years, back-to-back COVID years with circumventing the cap. Now, is that always going to be a question? Like, you know what I mean?
The way the rules are.
No, I'm fine with it. Like I said, my team's done
could
it.
have circumvented the cap
Yeah,
if they
Austin
wanted to like, be like,
Matthews,
hey, Matthews, don't play anymore.
Yeah, don't get a Richard trophy and rest
We're
your
going to put you on the
wrist where you can
LTIR
shoot
for
with.
the rest of the year.
I mean, you're not wrong that they could just technically do it, but I feel like
But
What
is there
reason
that
do you
they
need
asterisk?
legit, like, Kucherov had hip surgery. It wasn't like he had,
Kucherov
like,
was practicing with the team during their regular
My favorite
season.
meme
right, but
of the year is...
we don't know what that means for sure. I'm with you, though. I'm with
you don't know what Matthews' wrist means.
Tavares said he was skating on the ice like a couple days after getting that conky. You don't know what that means.
You know
4
what
days.
taking care of Matthews' wrist means? The best shooter in the NHL. Oh, we're going to take him out of our lineup because his wrist is hurt. The NHL's going to be like, you can't do that. And then if I'm the Leafs, I'm going to be like, the best shooter in the entire NHL, maybe minus Ovechkin, wrist is fucking fucked up. If I can't put him on my IR, go fuck yourself.
Actually, NHLPA voted Matthews as number 1.
Did they?
Yeah.
Oh, nice.
It was like 44%
we
said
went
he
through
was
that,
the
didn't they?
best scorer. Maybe not best shooter, but best scorer.
Yeah, that's true.
And then Ovechkin was like a 38%.
Ovechkin. Remember that guy. He exists. Good guy. Okay, we heard from Jordan. Mark, what do you think about this, the matchup here? So you're going for the Islanders. You've been sort of pulling for the Islanders for the past couple of rounds.
I think Montreal Islanders will be more entertaining than Montreal Tampa.
What, you think Tampa's going to run over Montreal?
No, I think you're just going to be watching the same shit you watch in the Leaf series, and it would be more fun watching 2 teams that play the same way face each other, because both teams are going to be fucking going berserk for goals when they need to get one.
Was it? I thought Vegas, Montreal. I thought that was almost 2 teams that were very similar in a way.
Vegas is
Yeah,
deep.
they are.
Vegas is deep with their scoring, though.
So is Montreal.
Well, Montreal's
Montreal-
proven that they are.
Yeah, Montreal's proven that. So look at it this way. This is just my perspective. Goaltending, excellent. Defense, both excellent, then kind of drops off a little bit, and neither Montreal nor Vegas really has a star center.
So for me, it's all winger depth. I would just like watching Montreal Islanders because it's two teams playing the same way, so you have to figure out how to contrast yourself.
Oh, okay, I understand what you mean. So yeah, somebody has to do something different.
The game is going to become a mess if you want to score a goal.
Mm-hmm.
And it's going to be style, like the way those teams are going to win, they're not going to have to play the regular style.
Otherwise, it'll be 0-0. Mm-hmm. Literally, they'll be playing in August. Because it'll be overtime still.
And like a baseball game, I love watching that in hockey.
I know. And that drives Ian nuts. Ian.
Can the games be at 7, please?
Oh, just all Eastern time?
Please.
But think about living like in the West.
I don't fucking care. They're all East teams.
True.
All the fans are in the East.
Mm-hmm.
True.
I got to get up at 4 a.m. Yeah. I can watch a full game if it doesn't go to OT, if it starts at 7. True. Otherwise, I don't see a full game.
Why don't you just take a longer nap? Because you nap daily.
Yeah, but I nap, but what's getting 4 hours of sleep? Like an hour, 2?
Yeah, so take 3, 4.
Yeah, but I don't need it.
You can do it, though. What if they went 7, 8, 7, 8, 7, 8?
No, just go 7, 7, 7, 7.
All right.
It's all East teams. It's all East teams.
So who?
I just want to see good hockey.
You just want to. You don't really care who's in the final. Noted Islander hater. Ian.
I don't want Islanders in it.
Jordan, Mark, do you see those glasses Ian's wearing? They're hater goggles for the Islanders.
The haterade. He's on the haterade.
I just don't like how they play when they have a lead.
Yeah, they shut it right down.
They're like, we're gonna play boring hockey.
Yeah.
Well, I don't like Montreal either.
The thing about when
I don't think
Tampa.
if two teams are forced to play boring hockey, you're not gonna watch boring hockey. These teams are gonna have to learn how to exploit each other.
Well, they can't play boring hockey. That's what I mean. Like, Islanders are good when they don't have a lead. It's fun watching Islanders when they don't have the lead because they're going for it. As soon as they get the lead, their game changes. They just sit back.
It's the same thing with
I
Montreal.
did I ever say I like watching Montreal? No. Yeah. I hate watching Montreal as well.
So basically, if it's Islanders Montreal, at any point...
But
one team could have the if it's tied.
Yeah, one team's going to be sitting back.
But if as soon as one of those teams gets the lead, it's like this game's going to be a complete shutdown.
Yeah, and then it's just like, oh, if they score, then it becomes fun again.
Yeah, basically, yeah. So it's only fun if it's tied. So you're really riding a teeter-totter here.
Exactly.
Yeah. Which is fun, but come on.
If I can watch a team win 1-0 7 games in a row, I'm down.
Mark, you're in a unique group of people.
Hey man, I love a 1-0 baseball game.
That's
completely different. That's 100% different.
That's what I mean. How many games do you think could be 1-0 in this series?
Who carries you through a 1-0 baseball game?
If they advance.
Hold on.
Who carries you through a 1-0 baseball game? Who carries you through a 1-0 hockey game?
Who knows? Could be anyone.
Usually your goalie.
Could be your goalie.
Not the way these
could
guys
be
play,
your
though.
goalie.
I don't think
could be your defense. Could be your 3 wingers sitting back.
Who stops from scoring? Usually your pitcher.
Depends.
Who scores from going in? Your goalie.
Defenseman. Yeah.
I just don't think the way the Montreal Canadiens and the Islanders play, I don't think that either team really needs to rely that heavily on their goaltender.
Yeah, because I think in a not relying the goaltending, but I don't think you understand how much a pitcher and a goalie. Well, I know you do, Greg, but a pitcher and a goalie rely to how the game happens.
I like watching a 1-0 baseball game. It's not that I don't like watching a 1-0 hockey game. It just depends on what's happening in that 1-0 happen.
Yeah.
If it's Leafs and Tampa and it's 1-0, it's probably still a fucking really good game.
Yeah, and in the
if
playoffs,
it's Montreal and Islanders, it's probably boring as fuck.
In a 1-0 hockey game in the fucking Stanley Cup Finals, it's going to be a damn fucking good game.
It might be.
Could be.
We'll see.
I don't think this is going to be a 1-0 game series at all. If those are the two teams that advance, I think it's going to be their little guys are going to be going hard.
It's going to be hell on ice.
But the Islanders have
Matt
that
Barzal's
line.
Going to put on a show.
They have that line, their fourth line that is just like, hey, fuck you.
You can't beat
Who's
us.
that?
Clutterbuck.
Oh, Clutterbuck.
Clutterbuck.
Zizekas and Martin.
Yeah, and Martin.
So, sorry, Jordan, your question was how many games in a Montreal Islanders series could be a 1-0?
Yeah, do you think it's it goes 6 games and it's out of those 6 games, 3 games might be 1-0 just because of how the style they play. Once a team gets a lead, they just play like kind of shut down, and then it's only high percentage chances. It's nothing risky. Like compared to other teams that like play risky all the time.
Yeah, that's a good question. I don't know. I feel like it could come down to coaching and matchups. I know that's sort of generic, and then you're sort of like, how good are these coaches? In which case, well, we know that a lot of people have been really critical of the Canadiens coaching staff. Who's a Ducharme?
Well, he's out right now. Is he back in?
Oh, that's right. They're without their head coach.
Yeah, he's out with COVID.
It's
I think I called him Robertson.
No. Burrows is. They said someone else was like going one.
It's Luke Richardson. I think
That's
he used to play for Ottawa.
I'll believe that name. Yeah. I know Burrows is there too, but they said another name
Montreal
first.
Canadiens, the other head coach, or Barry Trotz.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, I'll take Barry Trotz.
Well, like this coach is also undefeated since he's been in there.
Facts.
He's 2-0.
There you go.
He's 2-0.
And then it's like Carey Price is like, I don't care who's behind the bench. I'm in net.
Well, guess what position he played?
Who?
Like Montreal's technical head coach now.
Defenseman, yeah.
Yeah, he was a defenseman.
There you go.
So that kind of points at what kind of series that's going to be. So that's why I asked that question of like.
Ian's like, I'm not watching a minute of that nonsense.
No, I'll watch it. I just hope it's good hockey.
That's true.
I just want to see good hockey.
Yeah.
I want to see good hockey. I want to see a lot of it.
I think there'll be hits.
There's going to be a lot of hits in that series. If it's Islanders, Montreal.
What if it's Tampa, Montreal?
If it's Tampa, Montreal, it's going to be a lot of hits as well.
Mm-hmm.
But do you think like Tampa Bay just walks all over them?
I want to say yes, but as I've wanted to say yes every series, like I thought Winnipeg was going to walk over them. Thought Vegas was going to walk over them.
And
lastly, I thought Toronto was going to walk over them.
Yeah.
No one's walked over them.
No. Jeez. Okay, so listen. We can talk hypotheticals until the cows come home, and we might.
Mark loves hypotheticals as well.
Mark loves hypotheticals. Okay, let's wrap up this segment. Okay, so if it was, let's just go around the table. Mark, if it was Islanders, Montreal, who you taking? Islanders, Montreal, who you taking?
Montreal.
Islanders, sorry, Tampa, Montreal, who you taking?
Montreal.
Ooh.
Jordan?
I'm taking Islanders over the Montreal Canadiens.
Yep.
But I'm taking the Montreal Canadiens over the Tampa Bay Lightning.
Like that.
They've already won it, so fuck them.
Very concise. Ian?
Tampa.
Yep.
And Islanders probably.
So your Ian's going against Montreal again.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Back to back.
I gotcha. I'm not holding any of you guys to this for the playoff pool, by the way. You can definitely change your answers. This is just for the...
This is just what I think.
I'm in like third last place. I didn't even like try to capitalize on any oopsies this round. I just took favorites.
Oh my God. Yeah. Brutal.
Yeah.
I think
Same.
I panicked.
I think I might take Canadians. I'm going to go Canadians over the Islanders. And I think I might have to take Tampa over the Canadians because of that cap circumvention bullshit. But, dude, I might be a believer in the Montreal Canadiens because if they haven't died yet...
Who says they're going to die now? Yeah.
Ever.
Corey Perry, 10 points in the final.
Corey Perry's been fucking amazing.
Low-key.
I might have to buy a jersey.
You do.
I asked you what style you were going to buy. If you could buy...
You just pick Montreal
what jersey?
Yeah, what style? Like, would it be like the weird, like, glitchy one that, like, Kovalev wore?
No. It has to be a
this
standard...
year's.
It has to be a standard
Reverse
Montreal
retro?
jersey.
Reverse retro?
No.
He can't have, like, some camo shit.
No, not camp. Nobody's buying
The white
camo
jersey?
jerseys.
Just so the white home jersey. That's your favorite, not the red one?
Oh, I love white jerseys, man.
You love the white jersey?
I love getting mustard on my white jerseys, too.
Mark's a messy guy. He kind of gets stuff all over most of his stuff.
Your
Like, look at all the
Simmons is
hair
white,
on his
isn't it?
shirt right now.
Your Simmons is a white jersey?
Yeah, Simmons is...
Yeah.
Tampa just scored. Short-handed. Wow.
Oh, look at that guy.
Yanni
One of your
Gord.
potential guys
Yanni
that you
Gord.
could sign for low, like Hyman.
Yeah, exactly. Guys, there was some news. So Seattle is finally starting to become a little bit more real with the signing of their head coach. Signing? Do they sign? Announcing? They haven't formally announced it. Dave Haxtell. Hired. Their first head coach in the history of the Seattles. Dave Haxtell. Mark, he coached your Flyers for a couple years. I think he was out of college. He was coaching college and he coached the Flyers. Mm-hmm. Then he was a head assistant coach. He was in charge of the defense and penalty kill on the Toronto Maple Leafs. I thought he did a pretty good job the past couple of years. The PK got better. The defense was
the only thing he's half decent at.
Yeah. So, you didn't like him as the Flyers?
God, no.
I wanted to know why.
He has no plan to outsmart another coach. He has no game idea. He just throws his guys out there without a plan.
How so? Like, do you have like a sort of an example from the Flyers days?
Like,
not to put you on the spot, but just sort of to ask a little bit more.
I do remember Mark talking about like him not trying to like.
He just has no idea to counter what another coach is doing.
Okay.
Was it him that you were always yelling at for putting out the fourth line or whatever? Like they put out like Philly scores a goal and then Philly goes and puts out
Vigneault.
Oh, was it? Okay.
Allons.
Okay, so what did Hackstall do that you didn't like? I kind of know what you're saying. I'm just trying to think if you like.
His
if you don't
game
have
prep wasn't well. It's almost like Sheldon Keefe, where he just sends out the guys he thinks is gonna win every night, and it's kind of annoying when you're like, "Yo, you got guys playing better in your lineup that should be playing, and you're not gonna play them."
So he doesn't really have feel on the night-to-night basis. He sort of has like a on paper game plan that he doesn't adjust.
Yeah.
Okay.
And I thought Sheldon Keefe was really good at that during the season and did not do that in the playoffs.
Yeah.
He didn't juggle his lines in the playoffs to try to get Hyman with a hot
Maybe
guy
that was a
or
Hextall thing.
Hackstall.
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 I just
Hacker.
he's a good coach. He just
Young and experienced.
Head coaching isn't his niche.
Okay, that's fair. He's good at one thing.
Yeah.
Yeah, and he's not good at the whole head coaching bit, but if he was just in charge of like the defense and the penalty kill, he did a great job in Toronto, I thought. But in terms of running the bench, he's not the guy for that.
Yeah.
Okay, fair enough. So you're happy he's in Seattle then. It's like, hey, go out to the West Coast and nowhere near my teams. Thank you very much. I don't know if you guys, Ian and Jordan, have an opinion on that.
Oh, well.
I don't really know the guy.
No, not personally, no?
No.
No, never had a beard with him? Never had a beard?
No, I mean, like, I don't really know what he did for the Leafs.
Right.
I don't know his position. I just know he was an assistant.
To be honest, I'm very surprised Seattle hired him as a head coach.
Who did you think they would have had instead? Not that I have anyone in mind, but...
I don't know who they would have had instead, but I'm just like, Hackstall, really?
Okay, all right, fair. Jordan, what do you think?
Well, Mike Babcock signed that TV deal, so like he was out.
Yeah, I guess so. Yeah,
He was out.
Take him off the list.
Yeah, he works for NBC or something now. So like,
same with Gretzky and same with Messier. They were like in line to maybe be head
Don't they
coaches
own,
of something.
a lacrosse team? Sorry, that was way off.
Oh
but,
yeah,
like,
yeah.
they,
It was
like,
Gretzky and Steve Nash, the Vegas lacrosses.
Yeah,
the Vegas.
So another
lacrosse
sports team going to Las Vegas.
team. NHL were the
So,
first ones.
Good
man.
thing they didn't make it to the Cup Final. Fuck them.
Yeah.
You get another sports team.
Jerks.
Yeah, but
I don't know. I'll be honest. I don't follow the head coaching thing much. I know it impacts the game quite a bit. And you can see when a coach is doing a good job, but to me, it's starting to seem a little bit more real. They signed that first kid out of the Quebec League, and it's like, okay, cool. He's probably with respect to him, he's probably never going to play a game in the NHL.
well, did the Vegas kid play? Because they signed somebody from like the Q, I think, as well. I don't think he ever played a game.
No,
like non-regular season.
It's just like a little headline that they can throw in there.
Yeah, on the coach thing, might be able to name like 5 head coaches in the NHL.
And the good ones.
Yeah.
Right? The ones that are famous for being good. Or the ones...
like Blashill on Detroit, yeah.
Yeah, of your favorite team, exactly. Exactly. Yeah,
that's
perfect.
Detroit's coach?
Yeah.
Blashill? Yeah, I would.
Blashill.
That's a team that I wouldn't even think of.
But he's been like the head coach since Babcock left. That's the only reason I know it.
Oh, so he's like his protege?
He was a Griffins head coach.
Oh, so they brought him up kind of like Keefe style, like from the A, not like he was Babcock's right-hand man.
And obviously he hasn't done a bad job because he hasn't been fired, or they're just waiting for a time to fire him.
Well, they've also developed him just like they develop everybody in the system, I guess, right?
Yeah.
So, I mean, nothing wrong with that.
Yeah, maybe the players really like him too, so who knows?
And there's something to be said about longevity too. Like if you're flipping the coach every other year.
Yep.
Like that's part of the reason I think the Edmonton Oilers are so trash is because they keep changing shit every other year.
Yeah, but like
not to pick on them, but they suck.
I don't think like a team
Cup.
that's doing bad doesn't need to fire a coach because they don't have really a chance to do good.
No.
Like Detroit doesn't have a team that's going to win right now. Why do they need to fire their head coach?
No reason.
So I feel bad for Larkin.
Yeah.
Oh, I had that thought there. I'm like, yo, imagine signing a deal and just being like, yeah, you're going to sit in a swamp forever. Shrek would love it. But
he was injured a lot of this year too. He didn't have a good year.
But as you also don't have any ambition to come back either.
No.
Like you don't drive to like, okay, I want to get back. I want to play hockey because I'm a competitive person. But at the same time, what am I going back to? The swamp.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sorry, Larkin. Well, they're going to have to trade Larkin to get Jack Eichel anyway, right? Probably.
Say what?
1 for 1, I'll do it.
1 for 1?
Wow.
Don't want too much other than that.
Well, you also have to factor in that he's going to sit out the whole season, so because he has to get his surgery.
True.
So
there you go.
Your team has to make the playoffs first.
Boys, anything else you want to talk about? We got a game to watch here. It's 1-0 for Tampa, so when this is posted, of course, you're going to know who the Stanley Cup thing is, but you kind of know our general picks, who's going to do what.
What were yours? You said Montreal. Yeah, never mind.
Either way, I might go Montreal, but I'm Montreal, Tampa. I'm kind of leaning Tampa, but I would love to see Carey Price do the Mario Kart Superstar, and I think against Tampa he'd have to. I'd have to give that series a heck of a lot of thought, though.
Sweep 4 shutouts.
I picked Vegas in a sweep. I picked Vegas in a sweep over Montreal, so I fucked up big time.
I watched the way the Islanders play defense, and Montreal is very similar, but Montreal just does it so much better with a better goalie.
Well, they got a guy with crazy eyes.
I agree. And I just think that there's more cracks in Varlamov's armor than there are in Price's.
Yeah.
Just watching Varlamov. Like, Varlamov will have a random bad goal or two in a game, and Carey Price has had a couple bad goals, but
the only thing in this
you don't
is
score
that
more
I think
two on
Matt Barzal is the best player on the ice right now, and he could just do something at will right now.
Against Tampa?
Yeah, Mark said that last time, and Ian, you ripped him apart. So Mark's repeating himself.
And Barzal also scored
I thought we were talking about
dirty fucking goal in the game 6.
Mark's saying Barzal's better than every player on the ice in this
versus
game.
Barzal. Like when they're both on the ice at the same time, like two guys doing fast shit. It's like
Barzal was one of the main reasons why they won game 6.
Yeah. Sorry, Mark, say it again.
Barzal was like legit, like one of the reasons they won game 6.
So he has an Art Ross or a Conn Smythe.
Yeah, he doesn't have to have anything.
He doesn't have any of those.
You guys talk about him cross-checking that guy in the face?
He's still the best player in the world.
Oh, yeah. Barzal cross-checking the guy.
Oh, what's his name? Jan Ruda? Yeah.
Guy dropped like a sack of potatoes.
He knocked him out, though.
Yeah, it's like it looks so innocent, but then it's like with the 2021 like super slow-mo, like here you go, and it's like, oh no, he hits him right in the corner of the jaw, and his mouth's open. It's like, yeah, that guy was out for like 0.3 of a second,
just long enough to drop.
Just to save himself as he drops. So it's like no suspension, aka sussy, because we already had to explain that last time I was on.
Sussy equals suspension.
Yeah, sussy.
Yeah, but it was an unsafe play.
Yeah, but he got a pee-pee whacking. He lost some money out of the wallet.
Yeah, $5,000.
Whole $5,000 for those guys.
What is that, like maybe half a shift?
Yes.
Pretty much. It's less than a 2-minute penalty, I think.
He could
depending on what their contract is.
He could sell any merchandise and make that amount.
Yeah. Sell his jersey from that game.
Hey, my game worn jersey.
He made $10,000.
Sign it.
Hey, one sock that I signed here.
Oh, he's selling pieces at a time?
Yeah.
Shin pads, everything. He's like, I'll wear new stuff.
Part of a shin pad.
Actually, you know what? I'll send him new stuff. They won't even know.
Part of, like, literally one of those cards that, they take, like, a little corner of, like...
the jersey?
And just put it in the card.
Yeah, it's a jersey collection card.
Fuck, okay.
It's worth $4.50.
There you go. But signed.
Yeah, signed.
Sell a few of those.
$6.50 now. Like $6.50.
But he's selling it, so Barzal's signing it. So there you go. You just make $5,000 right there.
What are you guys talking about?
How you can make $5,000 to make up for the money he lost doing the dumb thing he did.
He plays hockey.
That's true. Okay, guys, let's wrap this up because we're talking nonsense now.
Yeah, now we're just off the rails.
Okay. Boys, I'm at the cottage all week, so that's going to be fun.
Good luck.
It's going to rain. I think it's going to rain all week.
It's supposed to rain all week.
I hope the lake freezes over.
Well, that would be sick, though. I would
go skating again.
Down for that. Lake freezes over. Woo! Take the skates.
Wouldn't freeze that quick.
My dog would love it.
It's ice cream everywhere.
Snow cones. Ice cream everywhere.
Next time she sees like the snow, she's gonna think it's like vanilla ice cream.
Maybe. My other dogs, my old dogs that I used to have, they used to eat the snow like everything. She doesn't eat the snow. She's not dumb like them.
Because she's a winter baby. So.
She's a winter baby.
Or a winter puppy.
Okay, guys. On that note, we're wrapping this up. We'll catch you on the next one. Everybody, have a great week. Remember, activate your 5G technology. Hope you get your second dose or your first dose if you haven't got it yet. Make sure you activate it, though. Wink, wink, nudge, nudge. Radiant, tweet about it. Tweet about it.
Social media.
Cheers.
Thanks for listening. Follow us on Twitter @DraftInHand.